Oh, oh my God. I started exactly at that.
Celebrations.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. It fits on your dome, huh?
Yeah.
What's the inside look like? Nice.
There's actually a inside the helmet. You could actually adjust it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, up and down, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Does it feel good?
Nah, not really.
For
Can you see out of it?
You can see at it, but it's freaking annoying. Yeah, when I put it on, it's like you could see, but it's just from right
See,
here.
that's why. Another thing with why he couldn't have been that good of a bounty hunter, he can't see shit. Like, there's no way Boba Fett could have seen
Hey,
anything.
listen, I'm still going with the fact that I was actually watching a video. Well, anyway, actually, this is in honor of Jeremy Bullock. 3 years ago today, he passed. The OG Boba Fett. I was watching a thing about Boba Fett, and you were talking about the fact that he got hit by a blind guy in freaking Han Solo. Right. I'm still going with the fact that Luke guided Han Solo's paddle to hit him because Luke had the Force. Because he kicked that dude, he kicked the Nectar in the face with that Force kick, and he even touched his face. So, hey, if people want to make up shit, that's
this is how we're starting it out today. All right, let's say hi to the chat real quickly. All right, GTT Comics, thumbs up high. How you doing? Ruben, heck yeah, the Dark Side crew with laughs and rants tonight. There you go, Ruben. Wow. Okay, not gonna touch that one. GTK Comics. Okay, Tommy Hogbox.
What are you afraid of?
Just back from 3-day wedding bender. My body ain't cut out.
Talking about Sword Wars.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Sword Wars.
I saw something like that one time. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Tommy Longbox, as I was saying, just got back from a 3-day wedding bender. My body ain't cut out for that anymore. I'm going to bed to die and hope to catch you on the rewind. Cheers.
Hope you wake up in the morning. Yeah.
Cheers. Dude, I'm telling you this, with the amount of stuff they have nowadays, I mean, I was on a different level when I was younger, but like if I had all this Pedialyte tricks that I have now and all the like vitamin packs and IV packs, holy hell, I would have been even bigger demon, dude. I mean, Tommy, just go grab some of those liquid IVs, call it a day. You'll be all right.
Let me tell you something. If you had the IVs where you could just drink it and go out and just have you
yeah. I mean, they got them now, dude. I know. I'm not going to talk about that, but I know a guy he mixes that stuff in with his alcoholic drinks.
Oh shit, nice, man.
Yeah. Evening, Darksiders. Have a good show. We'll watch you on the rewind. Cheers, peace. Hey, all from the algorithm. Say hi, all from the algorithm. Ed, I'm tossed up because of this next comment. I'm heading to Marco's neck of the woods next week, Fort Wayne, to visit wife's family. I don't live in Indiana, bro. Fort Wayne, Indiana ain't nowhere close to where I live. It's like I could get halfway to Florida by the time I go to Fort Wayne. I think Baltimore and Fort Wayne are the same exact time to drive to either one. Maybe not. Maybe like an hour less, but still. But cool. Say hi to JJ for us. Getting mentally ready for troll time with Wayseeker. Okay, we're all good.
Thank you, Dwayne. Marco tonight. We'll see. Might have a new target.
Hi, everyone. Happy holidays. Christmas tree. Hey, Mr. Appleman. Oh, speaking of that, we will have a show
next 2 weeks.
We will have a show the next 2 weeks What's Astro? Astro. Okay. Speaking of next 2 weeks, you might want to tune in next week. And then I think we're going to do Christmas stuff.
Well, listen, I heard one thing. I heard that 2024 is going to be the year of Nubs. Nubs is going to be the mascot of Star Wars 2024.
I think it already is.
Why are you guys? Look, guys, I'm trying to get through at least one person through the chat.
It already is. Though.
I missed somebody.
I already told you,
you guys are ruining the whole chat. You're ruining the chat.
Mark Hamill was there.
Whatever.
Tickets weren't very good, so they brought in Nubs, and Nubs was
whatever. Laugh. Happy Sunday, Darksiders. Oh, Wookiee Fanatic must have been happy this week. Who else said that?
Well, he's just trolling me because I said Luke's Force stick.
Hi, John.
That's right.
Force stick.
Nubs is way stronger in the Force than Luke ever was.
I don't know. We'll still release it on Saturday or Sunday night.
But Nubs was brutally murdered by a Sith, so we're gonna see that.
We'll find out,
the road, baby.
Marco wants to quit already. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through. I can't even get through the chat. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Marco Dom just speaking to say hi. Thank you, Brando. Have a good week, gents. Thank you. We will. Don't count Nubs out. Count Nubs out. I can't even. Okay, we're keg stands. No, I mean, I might have done a couple. I've done everything. So yeah, if I've done a couple. I haven't done the thing with the alcohol and the hoo-hoo, but the rest of it.
Have you done the Santa the SantaCon where you're walking in the streets of New York City and going to bars, the figure Santa crawl?
I've done something similar. There was one where you go around. I'm not gonna explain what it is because I don't even think it's appropriate for the internet, and you shouldn't do it anyways. But there's one where you do something like that.
Ruben knows all.
That he might not be. Yeah, he's wrong. Yeah, he's wrong. I'm not gonna go that far. Ruben went too far.
Hey.
Yeah, dude. I actually. I went into. Okay, so. Oh crud! We're supposed to be going into news. Do you guys know we have Kroger's out here, which is a grocery store? Typically, they do not sell like a large amount of toys, but there's one specific Kroger in what's called the Sticks off of 59, and it's like a Meijer, so it's got like everything in it. It's got like you walk in, there's clothes, there's everything, or whatever you guys call those, like Menards or whatever. But they got huge toy section. Guess what? I was gonna take pictures. All it is nubs on clearance, and it's full. It's full. All that Jedi stuff. All their toys are always on clearance though because they don't really sell it.
Is go out and just keep sending Wayseeker nubs.
I don't want to do that because it's just gonna be like
nubs because packages of nubs.
All right. Hey, I don't know if you guys checked it out. Real quickly, we're gonna do news. That segment we did last time where we played the game at the end, we're gonna do it again. We set up we did set up the key teams or whatever. If you didn't see on IG, I put them out there. It's going to be prequel at Era Jedi Council, and you're going to pick 5. And then the second one is, pick 3 on Sith, on the Sith, dark side characters. So we're going to put those up later. Don't worry about it. We'll put them up when we talk about it so we can rank them. I know we had a little bit of fun. We got a good response from that. So we'll be doing more of those little fun lists at the end too. All right, we got a top 10 of upcoming stuff. Hey, listen, I know there's been a lot of people have asked me to talk manually on a bunch of different comic topics and what everybody's fighting about this week or next week or who's writing what on Twitter or Twitch or whatever against each other. But to be honest with you, I've been getting a lot of feedback out of Star Wars comics lately, and I think there's something that we're seeing here where we're going to get into it later, but we're kind of getting a little bit of expectations that are getting met. So we're going to rank the top 10 comics. Wayseeker put up a list of top 10 comics that we're really excited, and other Star Wars fans are really excited to get into. So we'll get into that too. I have no clue what I'm talking about, so let's just start.
Nobody has a clue what you're talking about. You're just going on. It's all right.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Start. News. What?
Wookie send you the picture of the nubs?
Yeah, I saw the picture of the empty target except for nubs.
The low nubs.
Did he just send that to everybody? Is that what everybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys and your nubs. All right, get to news because you guys are not listening. And
all right, so
listening.
We can all say Marco is right, and Marco can no longer troll Ahsoka anymore because news came out this week. Rosario Dawson and is excited to be soon to be a grandmother. So she is really excited. Her daughter is having a kid. So now when you say she moves like a grandma, she actually will be a grandma, and that is okay.
That's still not okay. It's not okay because they should have had a human grandmother figure play Ahsoka Tano. That's what
just saying. You won't be trolling anymore because you'll just be speaking the truth.
Listen, once again, it's nothing against the actress. I actually like her. I like her in a lot of things. I'm just saying it wasn't the right choice.
I just hope the dude that the daughter is with guy and doesn't run away. She's pregnant, so you better do the right thing.
What? Her husband?
No, the guy for her daughter. Yeah, because
is it her husband?
But the daughter's young. That's what I'm trying to say. But the fact is that
who cares if you don't have kids? That's not usually what happens. Typically, what happens is you're married, you have some kids, you don't run away. You might run into the bathroom. You might run into the bathroom and play like little video games or something.
The husband.
Yeah, you gotta take your 5 minutes when you can get them. But you don't do anything more than that.
Wayseeker's way younger than me. He's got a kid. This is what you should have said. Hopefully, she doesn't teach her to love nubs instead of Luke. That's what you should have said. I don't know where you're going with that nonsense.
I'm just saying, you better.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying stop saying it because I don't know what you're saying, but it does not sound good. Whatever you're trying. Remember 2 minutes ago when I was trying to explain what was going to happen on the show and it wasn't going my way, and I just threw in and said, "F it, we're going to start news." You should throw in right now and say, "F it," next thing because I don't know what you're saying.
No one knows.
I know,
No one has a clue.
I know you were trying to be positive with some shit, but like, I don't think it came up like how you. I think you meant like, oh, I hope the best for this young couple. It's hard out there, especially around the holiday season. I think that's what you meant to say. Oh, Jesus.
You keep spinning that, Marco. You keep spinning.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
I'm just going to keep shoveling. No
I don't know what he just, yeah. Run away. What the hell? What the hell? I don't even know. Which one on the panel doesn't have a kid? I'll give you a clue. Which one doesn't have a kid? Give me a clue.
My own kid.
Give me a clue. Give me a clue. All right. Holy shit. All right. That's how we're starting. Okay. Fuck this gonna be a long day.
I did not see it going there.
Way to go.
I was trying to control Marco on that one, Dom. I was really trying.
Oh, he might need a bell. Yeah. Let's go.
All right, moving on. IMDb ranked the top 10 shows of 2023. Coming in at number 2, Ahsoka. Second best show of the year. Mando season 3 came in at number 5.
Wow, number 5 for Mando season 3.
So Last of Us was number 1. For people wondering, that's not surprising. And I think we all thought The Last of Us was really good. Ahsoka was ranked number 2. Are you surprised?
Didn't they have wasn't Game of Thrones out this year? Wasn't Sandman out this year?
I think next year.
Sandman wasn't. No,
Sandman was.
Game of Thrones was though, right?
Game of Thrones, I think was, but I don't think not a lot of people didn't like it.
There was a lot. What? Are you kidding me?
4th on their list. It was like 4th. I think.
Well, no, IMDb didn't. They probably didn't get paid enough. I mean, you literally can promote yourself on the site. I mean, that's what it is. It's a promotion site. We get that, right? We're not gonna act like this is. We're not gonna act like this ain't a paid for list.
Mando season 3. I'm surprised it's where that's at because it really wasn't.
There wasn't a lot of good stuff out though. What was good?
There wasn't that much good stuff this year.
Yeah, I mean,
there really wasn't.
There really wasn't
not that much content that came out because last half of the year.
Loki was better. Loki better than number 1 on this list.
No, Last of Us was 1.
Okay, then better than number 2.
Loki, I think, was 3. If I remember right.
Surprised Loki was
no shot. No shot. Hey, what's up, Joe? What do you mean? Come on now, Loki.
I thought Loki was fine. I didn't think it was any better than Ahsoka. It was fine.
If Last of Us didn't exist, Ahsoka would be number 1 this year.
Not saying that Ahsoka shouldn't have been in top 10. Not saying that. I'm just saying that.
So you're trying to tell me that if The Last of Us didn't exist,
I'm not telling you that. That's what he's trying to tell you. You tell him, Dom, that that's not true.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not a top 10 show of the year because there isn't much out there, but like. Maybe it is top 5. It's top 5.
It's still good, man. It's surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it had its problems, but I mean, hey, it had its problems, but it was not the worst thing we've seen. I mean, let's be honest.
Better than freaking goddamn Mando season 3. I can tell you that.
It was. It was. I can't remember Mando season 3. No, I didn't think it was that bad. Mando season 3.
Listen,
because they've run kaiju. I like that.
That were good.
Yeah.
But as a whole,
I liked all that fight scene stuff that they did. A lot of the Bo-Katan stuff I loved. I thought it was all right. Yeah, they were the same ilk. So if it was 5th and I would figure you'd put them right next back to back. But I mean, I don't know what you'd put at the 3 spot. 3 spot sounds fine for her. Then 4 for Mando, and then
so you know what that means? That means Lucasfilm is looking at the child saying, "We made number 2. Let's make it better now." They can go out and make it better now. Who knows?
Yep.
Once again, slow your roll. IMDb is a paid for site. Like, I mean, it's a paid for promo site. So like. Let's slow down what we're saying here. It's literally a marketing tool. We got
to take what we can get for the news.
Yeah.
We got next one coming up. This is a rumor.
This will save Mando.
This is a rumor.
I was wondering why he didn't like it because okay, yeah, go ahead.
This is a rumor. It's not confirmed, but the rumor that's swirling is Andor season 2 is not coming out to 2025.
Take your time. I don't care. Take your time.
We're not surprised by this. That's true.
Hey, Phil.
They kind of said that it's because they only have 2 shows that are coming out this year. Coming up in 2024. So, with the exception of, was it the Bad Batch season 3 that might pop up early?
Yeah, I think we'll get Bad Batch. I think we'll get at least 2 live action shows.
No, I know we want it. But hold on, John. Hold on. I know we want Andor. And I know we want it soon. But here's the thing: would you rather have it delayed 1 more year? Let's get some of this new stuff off the books. And if it's not all tasting great, at least we know we have Andor there to cleanse our palate again, right? And we're going to have a little bit of a reset there. I think I have no problem with this, and I love Andor. So I mean, but I have no problem with this at all. Yeah.
I mean, they filmed most of it, but again, you got to remember that they filmed quite a bit of it when Gilroy wasn't around, and so
he's got to go in there and kick in some doors.
Gilroy's going to go back and see what he needs to change.
Yeah,
and the actors still haven't started, their work yet. So
isn't that part of the problem? Is like when they were doing stuff too on some of the old projects, like they just take whoever they could to make a time limit, right? They won't push stuff. You'd have guys that miss time limits, but then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna give them infinite amount of time or whatever. They're not. They're saying, hey, listen, we're gonna have them try to fix in time. If you can't, we're gonna give them a little bit extra rope. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, John, if it wasn't for the strike, they would have got it out next year. Like they had a strike that took out 5 months.
If it wasn't for the strike, we would have had like 5 things of Star Wars coming out this year.
I also don't think that they realized how good it was going to be because it started off slow too. You know what I mean? Like think about this. Ahsoka did have a little bit of help going to theaters. Could you imagine if Andor? There's a couple ones in there when they're doing the big drum thing and the big like riot scene. If that was in the theaters, could you imagine that? Good night.
Wait, do you think that they might do something again in the near future, like something with the Acolyte or Skeleton Crew, or maybe Andor season
drop
2?
A couple episodes in the theater? Sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What really you got to lose? All they have to do is have the theater sign on to it.
Yeah.
You have to do a couple exclusive ones.
The Ahsoka episode that came on what was it, episode 3 or 5? That did very well. It had very good reviews.
Yeah. And by the way, that was one of the priorities going forward that they always said they're going to reduce the amount of content that they were letting go to the streaming thing. They're going to try to make waves in different ways in theater. And is that one of the ways? I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
It's good. It's more money for them. It's not any more work.
An animated movie in the movie.
Oh, I hear you.
It gives them a reason to make more content.
I don't know what Oroville is, but yeah, man. I mean, if it does take too long, but everything's backed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oroville is the TV show with Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, the like Star Trek, Star Wars ripoff,
Star Trek, type of thing.
Yeah.
Adam Driver came out this week and was talking and got asked in an interview about his arc, and he admitted that at the very end that J.J. Abrams changed the plan. The plan was always for Kylo to be the opposite of Vader, to start out really weak and to end up really strong. Just be a person that was really strong with the dark side and would never turn.
And that would have been better.
And at the very end, JJ came in and changed it, and Adam Driver is not happy with how his character turned out. And he
I think now. Go ahead. Sorry.
You wish he would have stayed with the original idea, the original thing that they pitched.
So I will always say that we're never going to get the balance of or the fate of fate, dual fates.
Yeah.
But there's key components of that I think should have stayed there. And as much as people want to, and you're going to see this more and more, I've been preaching it for years, but as much as people knock the Johnson movie was put in place to work as a bridge to that idea of Duels of Fate, which was going to be real strong. And you aren't going to have I'm Ray Skywalker and Paps's kid and all that other crap. And this here, he was actually going to be a BA, dude. You know what I mean? Not a whiny little girl. He was going to be that. And I think you're going to see now that the time switches. And some of these actors, they were a little bit young and they were just getting in it. I think they thought J.J. Abrams at the time, remember, he is like multi-million-dollar guy. He's everything to you might not work in Hollywood again. Well, they still got jobs even after this, right? A lot of these actors,
right?
I've got them. So I think they now are a little bit more mature. I think they were going to say, hey, listen, man, we were taking his direction, but it wasn't the direction we should have gone for. And I mean, if we're going to paste the blame on somebody, I think Abrams, for that whole debacle, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, there's other issues in there. There's issues that you could have gone in with the executives and having to get their stuff timeline. They should have done minor checkbacks. Maybe, I'm not saying micromanage, but maybe manage the situation better, had their employees managing a situation better, especially how timelines go in marketing. But like as far as the story, if you don't like the story, there's 2 initials and 1 last name, and it starts with A. J.J. Abrams is the one you need to blame because he did all that nonsense to it. And this is where it worries me when we start seeing these Dave Filoni situations where it's like, oh, well, we give him the reins. Well, we gave it to Abrams. Ever giving anybody the reins of Star Wars, because everybody's point of view of Star Wars is so much different. You can like the exact same character, but that character to you is something different than that character is to me. And your point of view, seeing it through your point of view might not be. But if you can get like a tendency to lean stuff in there, he'll be a little different. That is not what's going on currently in the Filoni verse, and that sure as shit wasn't what the Abrams verse was. The Abrams verse was all about whatever he wanted to do, star flares and that bullshit. Yeah. I mean, how many star flares did you see? Go back and watch that first one. The movie was a whole star flare. It was a fucking star flare. I mean, it was garbage. Anyways, nothing.
The thing that sucks the most is that he could have been a villain for the longest time, like the next few movies and stuff like that. He could have been the villain, and
he was supposed to be. I mean, he was supposed to not be redeemed.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that would have been a much better story. It would have been great, but whatever.
He killed Han Solo. Think about it. He killed Han Solo, right? And
it would have been okay. That would have been okay if he was a badass in the end, but since he wasn't, it was wasted.
Yep.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Dom. He killed Han Solo. Continue.
No, he killed Han Solo, and that. I know that Anakin killed the Padawans, the young ones, but he killed his father in cold blood. Just killed him. That should have propelled him to be even more. And then he almost killed his mother too. If you think about it, when Leia got shot out into space, she did the marriage. But this would have made him solidified him as I killed my mother and father.
But even how he did it, even how he did that, he killed his dad. I mean, how he killed Han Solo was so just bullshit.
And they shouldn't have mentioned his son. They should have just said they should have after he killed him. They would the third movie find out that he was the son. He could have always done "You're not my dad, the Force is my father" or something like that. He could have done something like that, but he could have. Remember, he was whining, and people were like, "Did Han just come on, man?" No, he was, but he did get better. His character arc did get better towards the end.
Like I say, a lot of these. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Driver. I think he's not that great of an actor, but I think you're going to see a lot more of these actors come out. And now they're not just going to take the blame from a lot of these things. Which some of them
come back.
They should.
Think he'll come back and do something in the future?
No, if they make him a badass, if they pay him a bag, all these guys are coming back. I don't care what you say. What's he doing right now? He can't be doing much.
Back? It doesn't make sense to get him to come back. His story's done. They ruined the story. Done.
If they do something like a story that didn't in between some movies.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody to come back, Hayden came out this week, and he has been having so much fun. He had so much fun with the Ahsoka, with the reception that has changed.
Can we just get a sound effect that's a bag?
Anakin again. He just wants to come back,
of course,
and play Anakin. He wants to have a whole series if he can.
Can we just get a bag, like a cash bag, every time these people say some cash grabbing bullshit like this? All right. Hey, you want go cosplay as Anakin then, motherfucker? Get out of Hey, how about this? How about this? You want to play Anakin so bad? Ask Dom. There's some great spin-off Star Wars things that people do. Go star in a fan fiction real quickly. Makes people happy. You like the bag you got from coming back as Anakin, huh?
If they greenlit a live-action Clone Wars like we saw in that 5, you wouldn't watch it? You wouldn't be excited? I'd be excited for that.
I would be excited, but what can they possibly do in between the cartoons, stories that weren't able to see?
There's more Clone Wars stories.
Okay, I wouldn't mind if they used. This is going to sound bad. I wouldn't mind if they used an actor double for him and for the one that they used for Ahsoka. Because I thought the Ahsoka one was great. I think they should have brought some like this. Look, just looking at his face here, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. It just makes me want to smack it like it's like a dummy or something, just to see if it's real. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't even look real. It looks like something that would be in a wax museum, right? Or Beat Up Bob. My kids in karate, they got a thing called Beat Up Bob. It's this little rubber thing, and they go kick it and punt. It looks like a Beat Up Bob, man. So no, I'd rather not. And by the way, no offense, his acting's never been that great in Star Wars. I don't know what else he's been in.
I think it was really good during Ahsoka.
It was much better in the Ahsoka series.
Bro, hold your roll on how great that was. It wasn't exactly like he had a lot to do. There's a lot of shading in there. There's a lot of CGI or AI, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of voiceover work. There's a lot of stuff that the actual animation, everything else was taking over how much acting he had to do. He pretty much had to show up in a blue screen and do some voiceover work till he got the lines right. Let's slow our roll with how much praise we're going to give Hayden Christensen for showing up and collecting a bag on scene and acting like he's up for another Oscar for nothing good. because
Dave's going to use him though. Dave will.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He's been used twice already this
year.
Yeah,
100%. He would use. Hey, if he didn't get such backlash for the Luke thing, he'd use Luke again too. If he didn't screw it up so bad, you'd have Luke and Anakin in every fucking one. You'd have them both. They'd be hanging out, drinking beers together, doing keg stands. Oh, fuck yeah.
A show with Luke in it talking to Anakin. That would be awesome.
Bro, hey, I may not be the world's greatest acting coach, but I'll tell you this. I know something good when I see it and when I don't. And there's no value in seeing this clown come back up there unless you're going to try and get a couple dollars from some suckers because his acting is atrocious.
I would much rather see this than this. Joel Edgerton shares that he has no knowledge of Obi-Wan season 2 happening. He believes that there will be no season coming anytime soon. I'd much rather see more Anakin than more Obi-Wan.
See this dude play Anakin though. At least this dude can act. Could you imagine if McGregor wasn't playing Obi-Wan? That thing would have been even bigger disaster. That's what I'm saying. Like when you look at the skill set,
great actor.
Ewan McGregor, man, that dude's got it. Like so, chat can talk all the shit they want. Which one you put up there? Because I'll bet on this dude being a better actor than Christensen even
been in. Story to tell. There's nothing you can do. He's on Tatooine.
The last show didn't have a story to tell.
Hanging out with whale meat for the next 10 episodes.
With Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon as Force ghosts sitting down, looking over the Star Wars universe like they do in those memes. I would pay for that.
Yeah, that's fine. But once again, that's voiceover work. I'm saying you could do that when you could CGI. Like, yes.
What if we would get a what if series?
Hold on.
With both of them in it.
Stop. Let's all drop it for 1 second. Hayden Christensen, like we're really saying that guy's like even in the top 10 to 20 of best actors in Star Wars. Even
probably because there's not very many good ones.
There's plenty of them.
I
give C-3PO. Hey, I got C-3PO.
He's better than Luke.
I got Ewan. I got the original Obi. I got James Earl Jones. I got
James Earl Jones did not act. He just voice acted. Whatever.
Hey, still counts. That's what Anakin just did. That last one. That's what Anakin just did.
Goddamn Count Dooku.
Yeah. No. I got the guy that played Grievous. I got who else did I got? I'm going down all the list.
Greedo.
Greedo's.
What if we got a what if series with
Peter Cushing? Thank you. Hey, what about
Peter Cushing is Peter Cushing? Yes, absolutely.
What I'm saying is
Star Wars has never been known for like its actors.
Well, a couple in it. Well, I'll be honest with you, it has. You got Harrison Ford, great actor. Peter Cushing, great actor. You've got like 5 or 6 great actors, and then you got a mediocre crowd. But dude, I'm telling you this: I'd rather see Luke over Aiden. Like,
no way. You would never. I would not want to see Mark over Aiden. Never. I like Mark as a person. I like him as a Star Wars person, but he's not a good actor.
Yeah, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he's better than
he's
Christensen.
Not. He's not.
What has Christensen even been anything else?
Not in a long time. Not a long time.
Yeah, that dude can't get a check.
He had his money. He got his money.
Nobody wants him in anything. He is not just not good.
Yeah, well.
Broom Kid, better actor. Lock it down.
Yo, Broom Kid, exactly. Broom Kid.
Lizzo also is according to Mr. Appleton.
Balin, better actor. Whoever that guy was, it's dead. He's still better than him. He's still way, way better than him.
Yeah, well.
Lizzo, Appleman, Mr. Appleman's right. Izzo. Entire Ewok clan. Look, hey, you started it. You asked for that smoke. The chat's gonna give you all. You get BK. You got BK on your side. The rest of the chat is like, you want smoke, Wayseeker? Giving you all the fire. Yeah, he has no bueno, but he's bad. I get that, but still,
he's not good. He's not good. I love him.
Bottom 5. There you go. Bottom 5.
Yeah,
Even,
no, he's not bottom 5.
Hey, Wookiee Fanatic always gets your back, so he's like, yo, Christensen's bottom 5, bottom 5, bottom 5.
But Mark, he's wrong about Mark being better than Hayden. Just wrong.
I'm saying like, hey, I'm saying it's 1A and 1B, and Mark is 1A and he's 1B. I'm not saying it's a big gap.
I think you have Book of Boba Fett as one, and then maybe you have Mark, and then you have Hayden. But Book of Boba Fett Boba is by far worse than both of them. Let's be clear.
Hey,
no, wait. We're not gonna let you do that, Wayseeker. No.
Come on, man.
No.
Move this man.
No, we're not gonna let you do that. No.
Oh,
True. It's
Boo
true.
that
You
man.
know it. You
Boo.
know it. You just tried to have Bobby back.
Boo. Boo
You just
you.
tried to have
Boo.
us back
Betty
for
Boo.
this Christmas.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
Boo.
It's cool. All right. So Dawn of the Rebellion, the visual guide released. And so as a release party, they had Pablo Hidalgo out in the UK. He did multiple sessions of Q&A and talking about this book.
He's still alive?
Oh, yeah, he is.
Pablo?
I'm surprised they used him. Yeah, I'm surprised they used it. I'm surprised he's still alive because they haven't referenced him for canon in a while. They just left Wooly do whatever he wants.
He's an Iden.
Pablo does a lot of stuff still. But yes. So
But nobody pays attention anymore.
I know it's the UK. You're gonna troll, whatever. So during the Q&A, he said there were 2 shows that he got asked about more than any other shows by far. What 2 shows did he get asked about?
Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan.
Nope, no.
Really?
Nope, no.
Well, because the UK people are good fans. They're very good.
What?
Oh, coming up?
No.
Past shows.
Anything. Past.
Oh, I thought it was past shows because they're asking about canon problems.
The holiday special.
No. What's the biggest egregious thing is the Obi-Wan show for canon. So
Rebels
what would be
season 5.
English people, what are you asking them besides canonized questions?
They just what they were most interested in, what they were asking questions about. Number 1, Young Jedi Adventures.
Oh,
I thought. Get out here, boo! No.
This man.
Stop making stuff up. Boo.
No, it's true.
No, it's not true.
Number 2 was Andor. Number 2 was Andor. Ruben got it right. Number 2 was Andor. Number 1 though, Nubs.
Yeah, nobody believes you.
Nubs.
No.
You're trying.
That's what they wanted to talk about. They just wanted to talk about
this man.
I have major respect for all of our UK fans. Are very intelligent. They're tuned in. They're great people. I don't know who you're talking about, so I don't believe it's true at all because there's no way.
I can pull the tweet up. He talked about.
No, I don't care. It's a lie. He wasn't even there. It was green screen. Is he gonna be on the moon next? What's going on here? The Earth's flat. Let's go.
There's 5 people who like Young Jedi Adventures, and you're 4 of them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
As part of this and part of other things that we've been seeing. One of the things that is coming out that they're really going to try to explore more of is.
See what? Nobody asked about this. There's no way, dude. The UK fans are pretty smart. There's no way they didn't ask the guy who writes the canonization of Star Wars canonization questions. Wayseeker.
I'm just telling you what he said. His words, direct quote.
No, disagree. No.
As part of that book and as part of other things, something that's been talked about recently is the Jedi Exploratory Corps. Marco, do you know what the Jedi Exploratory Corps is?
Yeah, it's the corps it's the group that goes in there and make sure that nothing goes wrong in the thing so that the little kids don't get killed. And guess what? They all failed and lost their heads. I have no clue. I'm so ticked at this Nubs thing you're trying to push.
Were Jedi during the Clone Wars that didn't believe in fighting. And so the Jedi sent a group of about 100 to 150 Jedi out to no space to explore no space. And so what Pablo says is that this group of people, they're still around. They still survived Order 66.
We know that though, don't we?
What?
Listen,
we already knew that, don't we?
But I guess these are Wayseekers and
but we already know that. I mean, this has been like a couple years coming now, like 3-4 years now. They've been leading up to
this. This is part of that book and part of
what
we're
cool.
talking about. It seems like they're going to be pushing some of these stories of Jedi going into no space, and talking about this group of Jedi who didn't believe in fighting and did some other stuff during the Clone Wars era, and would have escaped the Purge because they were nowhere near.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Some of the Jedi's escaped. How they escaped? Like one posed it as a lamp that he took the lampshade, put it on his head, stood there. The other guy went inside a crate and hung in the crate. They put the little. They hit like that. That's because.
What was this from? Was this from Rick or Freemakers or whatever? Legos. This is good. Hey, this is kind of what we've been talking about though. Like now, because dude, there's that one storyline in Legacy where there was an explorer Jedi that was out there and they crash landed on a planet. It turned out that the planet was like run by like ancient Sith that had crashed on it like years before and they'd taken over the planet and they created this like huge society. And it wasn't really Jedi versus Sith lightsaber battles, but it was like, still like they kind of know of each other. They don't really. I mean, the premise is stupid because the plane ran out of gas or something happened to it. I can't remember, but like the actual reading of the book is like really good. And I like those type of stories. Like I think those should always be in the extended universe of Star Wars, and I think it gets away from us, as we always say, stomping on like our opinions of what characters are supposed to be, which I think we just need to get away from, a little bit.
Well, you got to really think about it too. Jedis were all over the universe. Not all the Jedis definitely were on Coruscant when everybody got killed. In the temple. So there's other Jedis that weren't even near and didn't even know shit that was going on, and probably felt the disturbance, but stayed away. So that's why we get all messed up. Like, how many Jedi survived? Every time it's a new Jedi here, a new Jedi there. It's understandable.
I'd rather them do this than do the new Jedi every 2 minutes. Is that what we're going after? So yeah, I like this.
I like this too. I think
this isn't a new concept though. This isn't a new concept, and this isn't something they haven't done before. I think we've had some people have been making a lot of legacy comments now, like how great the Days of Legacy was. I think they're missing certain things. Like, well, even when they retell it, I don't think they quite. I'm not sure they read Legacies because like some of the stuff they're saying, I'm like, yeah, dude, that's not. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, this is good. I think we should get into it.
Yep, me too.
They become coyote runners. That'd be funny.
Hey, I mean, that's kind of what the path was. I mean, in some ways. Sure. So we talked about those two. But we'll hopefully see some Quinlan Boss at that point too. So if you like vinyls, Jedi Survival soundtrack will be released on vinyl in 2024. I'm not a vinyl person. I don't get it. I don't know why this is a thing, but hey, people love their vinyls and they love their soundtracks. And
I like soundtrack. Hey, speaking about good soundtracks, the Star Wars soundtracks are very entertaining to listen to when you're sitting there and relaxing, or even training. There's a lot of good uplifting
Imperial Death March. You just turn the bass up on the Death March.
So come on, the Death March is awesome.
But yes, so if this is your thing, look out for the vinyl, which is coming out. Disney also came out this week and said it recognized that fans really want to see the KOTOR remake happen, and they kind of alluded to they got to wait till they kind of get the rights back from Aspen. I don't know how long they've had the rights to that company that's not doing anything with it. But it's still a priority for them to find some way of making it happen when they can make it happen. So if you're a big KOTOR fan, we know we said it was dead, but nothing is ever dead forever. I just don't think they have. I don't think they have the rights to it at the moment to give it to another studio. That was what my reading on it. So
that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck, but that's often what happens with these type of things.
That's gonna be like another 8 years.
And that is the week in Star Wars.
All right. We're going to start off hot this week. We call it, like I said earlier, we call it when Star Wars does shit wrong. And there still is going to be a piece of leftover trash in here. But Star Wars came in hot this week. No, there's really only one.
Okay.
Okay. We'll differ on that one. But Shadow of Starlight, this has actually been, we'll talk about when they're doing wrong things. The High Republic, the season, I have to say that I think Phase 2, and me, Dom, and the majority of people will agree with this, was not good. It wasn't good. They tried something. It just didn't work out. Phase 1, really good. Phase 3 seems to be doing awesome. They are doing this Shadow of Starlight. It is like a fill-in book. Some of the stuff is already in the novels. I know they said this was a spoiler cover. I don't think anybody really... It's not a spoiler because everybody... They even say in the book they already knew what was happening. But like, it's a cool cover. They've been giving us cool incentives for this stuff. They're doing things right. Anyways, let's get into number 3 real quickly. And why is my thing not? The screen's not working right. All right. Anyways, so we go back. They're going to do time leaps on all these. So we start at the crash. We already knew this already. Man and Bell are there, and they're doing the thing where he's like, "Oh, well, I think that he's alive." If you've, I think everywhere, including news articles, has told you that Burryaga's alive. So it's not.
We have a story about it. We've had everything.
Yeah, we've had everything about
the Star Wars show.
So then they move, but I like that they move fast. They did move fast. However, now Burryaga ages, and so does Bell. The aging's a little different in here. They're on a fleet. They go pick up some stuff. They're kind of merchant marines. They give you a little bit of that. Then they come over. He gets
sorry,
Charhound back.
Huh? Why does what's his name look like Benji?
I know, dude, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. I can't get out. For some reason I can't go back in that. All right. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, he does look like Benji here. Yeah, but do you also see how Bell all of a sudden looks like Bishop from X-Men?
I know, right?
Like he looks like old Bishop. He went from, I mean, this is only like a couple months. He went from this 1 month. I think it's like a 1 month split to.
How does his hair grow so fast?
I don't know, man. I don't know. And what happened to Burryaga's hair? And Burryaga grew 15 feet, and so does Bell. So that Bell's like, well, we already know he has a Charhound because we've seen him with the Charhound already, but he gets the Charhound back already. But that's another time jump.
So they had to explain this because this was something everybody was worried about. Because he gave the Charhound to Porter, and then we knew Porter was on the other side of the occlusion zone. So how does he get it back? And so they just had to put this in here because
just to make it up because they had a loophole there. And Stokes is there, and she's also not dead, but we already knew she wasn't dead. This was actually very interesting here, though, because what I'm saying, like, they did a good job of this, right? If you don't want to read this like little book or whatever, or you're already caught up on the novels and stuff, you don't need to be filled in. This is like a summary right now that they're catching everybody up real quickly, that because we get that a lot. I only read the comics. Well, this is kind of cool. You knew some of this from the comics already because they've alluded to it. They already told you here, and they did it already. But like, you get it all in here. They're speeding up the process. Stokes is there. The Stokes thing going over how they're actually actively at this point figuring out a plan, which was kind of to lock up the temple, but like done very well. That they're going to send out strike forces for the Jedi. That was really cool. So then they're going in there, and Bell's like, look, I got to figure something out. He's like, I'm going to find, this is supposed to be a couple months later too. I don't know. They now Burry aged like 50 years and Bell's the age.
I know. Wookiee shouldn't ever age.
Not like that. But he ages pretty fast. So Bell's completely obsessed with Ro, and they say a couple things like, we don't know where he came from. That was kind of interesting there too, because I think we're going to get a little bit more on the certain aspect from the Jedi Light of what Ro's doing. He
looks like Teen Wolf.
He does look like Teen Wolf. Yes, he does. Well, either way, they then start doing some training, and Burryaga's like, listen, Bell's slipping, dude. He's like almost turning to the dark side. We got to figure something out for him. And they're like, Bell, you just been bumming around anyways. Or Burryaga, you're bumming around anyways. We need you to do something. Just because you got gold robes don't mean you're that great. He's like, I don't know. I'm going to go start drawing with these kids. So he starts drawing pictures of these kids, and the only thing he pretty much draws is his buddy Bell. I mean, this relationship's kind of a little weird. It's kind of creepy, but whatever.
You mean don't draw pictures of me all the time?
Well, Han Solo didn't Chewbacca draw pictures of Han Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I draw pictures of Dom every day.
Then all of a sudden, Bell shaves, and he looks like Ira, the guy that's in the other one. I don't know. It must be the same drawer, and he doesn't look like anything. He looks like they have side by side pictures. He must have been using lotion because he looks a lot younger than the dude that's drawing the picture by Burryaga. I don't know. It's anti-aging cream. I don't know what's happening here, but whatever it is, looks younger again. And then Burryaga, of course, is like, well, I draw pictures of you. I have to go with you. They go on to this little floating thing, and they're like, we're going to go attack the Nile. We're going to make sure they stop doing raids. Pretty all good. They get on a planet. This was effed up, dude. It was kind of cool. They started using, like, Desert Storm, they other places too, but they had the hunting cards for, like, bounties. They, like, have them here from the Nile. And they find out that the Grand Master's there, so they're like, we're going to attack them. They use the weapon. This was a little rough. If you didn't know that there's a weapon that shuts off lightsabers, I'm not quite sure they explained it that well, but they do have this weapon that they can put onto ships that shuts off lightsabers, and that's how they've been catching some of these guys, by using that and force dampeners. Tar tells everybody get Bell and them to save the people, and he'll take care of it. Instead, he goes there, starts kicking all his butt. He takes off his robe. He goes like, yeah, I'll fight you now. But he is no Yoda, and they blast the shit out of him, and then he gets pummeled. He does have a sweet line here, like, I couldn't do shit to you if I wanted to. Like, look at the shape I'm in, but you're in trouble. And you see Burryaga and you see Bell looking very angry. Burryaga, of course, aged another 10 years in another 2 days, or not even 2 hours. So,
I'm sorry, who's that dude right there from the Nile?
Well, that's
Shrike. This chick. Huh?
Right? Shrike?
Yeah, the chick.
Chick?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so she leads a storm. She's
the second in command to Vice.
In the book. Yeah. So they call the Storm Riders called her in to help out. There's a guy in a pig mask, yes.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
What?
That's not her first appearance.
This is first appearance.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
I don't think it's worth anything
I
because
hold on to that long.
in the book, she kind of gets destroyed by Vice at some point.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah,
cool character.
I would, yeah, cool character, but I wouldn't put any weight behind that character for a long time. No, if you're thinking about it, we'll get into it later because we're going to do a recap of all the 125s. Like that book sold for a different reason than I think it is. It's not about first appearances in this book. It is about Star Wars fans actually liking. I mean, we made fun of the art a little bit, but it's good art, and the story is really great, and the pace of this story was fast. I mean, it was super fast.
The artwork can be mediocre, but if the story is great, it makes the whole overall book good.
It is, and I don't think it's just I don't think it's just the story. I think it's the pacing too. And this pacing was. I love these flash pages they start doing, and it seems like it's caused some success where they have these quick fighting scenes, not a ton of word. You get in the beginning, you get in the end, and you just it speeds the pace of the story up a lot. I mean, it's hitting on all cylinders. What's not hitting on cylinders is this shit.
Let's talk about it. Last week, we talked about how Charles Soule needs to go put out to the pasture or whatever. Mm-hmm. He has a good place in Star Wars, and I think this is it, right?
Well, this is a recap, though.
Miniseries that move fast. I think his real problem is when he tries to tell a story and draw it out forever. That's what's going on with Star Wars. That even went on with the Blade series. Blade series should have been 2 issues, not 4.
4 or 5 arc books, and then you move on to somebody else.
I don't think you need that. I think you need one. Each comic needs to be its own story, which is what it is here. He's good.
And then if you need to add on, just add in these little summary things. I agree, and I think that's what we've kind of been asking for, and they're starting to give it to us. I think hopefully they're learning from this because everybody that I heard that read this was happy with it. They're happy with the covers. Like all these, we'll go over them later, but all these covers have done pretty well. All these storylines have done pretty well, and people are like, "Oh shoot, this is getting them back into reading the main storyline for the High Republic." I agree with you on that part, but yes, the Blade storyline should have been a one-shot, and he did a poor job on that. You're right; he extends stuff too much, but maybe this is the way. You know what I mean? Maybe
just
this is
a single story, and then he tells another story, another story, another story about different characters. I'd be all in for that because he seems to do a good job with that.
Yep, the one story off.
Yep.
All right. Next up, man. We got Dom. Yeah, this is tough.
Dom,
don't Dom anymore. We can just give Dom. Well, so this is partly not Dom's problem anymore because this is a problem with publishing and how they should have put this out. These should have already been out already. I mean, we've already had the finale of this story. Yep. This story arc has not had the finale to it, so we're going to kind of get into it, which is okay. Thank God it's coming to an end. But this should have been the end, and it's not, unfortunately, but whatever. Okay, so I don't even know where to start with this crap. We've got a bunch of girlfriends. 2 of them are fighting together to protect the guy, and another one's looking to help save Valance. And she's like, listen, all of us girlfriends got to get together. The art here is kind of atrocious. The storyline is just a joke. They go around to try to save all these people. Valance is still possessed, even though we know what happens, and isn't possessed by the Ark or whatever the heading is, the Spark of the Destiny or the Ura or whatever they want to call this thing that they've renamed 800 times. All of a sudden, Valance is going to dig the spine into there, but of course we know he's not. Really stupid. I don't even know why I cut all this together. Zuckuss starts trying to mess him up. That doesn't happen. But the little cat dog things drop off a bunch of bombs at his feet. Ba-boom. Whamp, whamp. And then a spear somehow shurooks right through him. But I don't know if that's a spear or from a spear gun. I don't know what's going on. All the angry girlfriends show up, though, with the little... What are those things called again? Those little cat, dog,
low cats.
long ear things? Are those little cats?
They're not low cats.
They're not low cats. No, they're something else.
Yeah, I know what they are, but they're not. Yeah.
And then a couple of the girlfriends get back together and they're like, yo, let's just download this into Valance's head real quickly because another girlfriend said that they want it. They download. He's like, wait, what's going on? Who are all these people? Why was I beating everybody up? Where's Forlom? I don't know. Uh-oh. I can't give up because all these robot people are mad at me. And then he becomes Iron Man. It just does like the spinny Iron Man, like blaster phaser thing. Whatever, dude. I mean, whatever at this point. Blows up the whole facility, walks out kind of like he did in the beginning of the books. All the girlfriends and Zuckuss hug him. And then he's like, wait, I don't remember who this one girlfriend is. And they're like, oh, wait, yeah, I think that was my girlfriend. We'll see. Oh, by the way, I have to go do one more thing, Han Solo. So Thank God.
The last one was so good. It was where they all turned to, against one another. It was actually a bounty hunter story, and then they went back to this.
So yeah, I mean, the one thing about this was it was fat. What's that, Dom?
I'm happy about that. Boba Fett's coming back.
Yeah, okay. I'm just happy this is ending. I'm just happy it's ending. I'm glad they're just shutting it down. I mean, we really just went on, what was this, 40? We went on 40 freaking books just so that Valance couldn't die and nothing could happen. Well, we are literally where we started when Han Solo got frozen in carbonite at the beginning of Bounty Hunters.
3.5 years. 3.5 years. That's what we're talking about.
Putting aside Valance, do you think eventually Valance will show up someplace else? Because if they didn't kill him, he's going to be around.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
I think we'll see him in Revelation. Actually, maybe.
Yeah. Probably. All right, Star Wars hyperspace stories.
Valance. Real quick. I think Filion, what's his name? Who's playing Guy Gardner? What's his name? He was the rookie. He played in Castle. He was the book writer.
Oh, Richard Castle, Nathan Filoni?
Nathan
Fillion or whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy.
He'll play a good Valance. I think. Pretty cool.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm not a good casting person. And Mark was even worse.
Yeah, Hyperspace is 13. I'm not worse. I just don't know their names. Here we go. Star Wars hyperspace stories.
You don't watch anything, so you're worse.
Yeah, this is. You're right. This
wasn't that good. It was
no. It's good because it's over. So we got this ginger running through a thing and hitting stuff, and then he sees this kid. The ship's blowing up. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna steal your doll from you. Get in this thing." And he steals the doll. He goes, "Hey, look, little kid, I stole your doll. Now I'm gonna kick you out of here." Psh. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't funny. I'm gonna hold on to it. Maybe I'll see that little kid again. And then he gets in there and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna help her get down to the planet. Let me kill this TIE fighter." Okay, hey, other person, we saved somebody. Isn't that good news? And the other person goes, "No, everybody else is dead. Look at this little mole person next to me that's damp. We're all gonna die." He's like, "Oh, I guess I'll go try to see if I can get out of here." And while I'm at it, praise this little dolly thing. Oh my god! He jumps into the escape pod, lays in there. For some reason, he gets to the escape pod and then he's like almost dead, even though that doesn't make any sense because everybody else is perfectly fine. So then he's got to go on the men for a while, and they're like, "Yo, dude," and he's like, "Hey, look, there's this little girl. I stole her doll. Can I get it back to them?" They're like, "We changed everybody's name so we wouldn't know." He's like, "All right, cool. Well, can I at least have a coif, haircut, and a shave?" And they said, "Yeah, we'll give you the full coif treatment." So they give him that. He jumps back into a little transport, goes back to the Republic fleet. That part, Akbar's like, "This wasn't a trap. We need you to go and fight Death Star 2. And he's like, "Okay, can I go to my bunk bed real quickly so I can snuggle my doll and give it a coif haircut too?" And now the doll and him both have the same coif. He's like, "Hey, listen, Lando, I'm going to hang this up in the Millennium Falcon." What the fuck? Anyways.
You said the word 2 bad books this week. You're the one that said it.
Yeah, it was 2 bad books. Yeah. So he hangs it up there and then just hanging. And Lando's like, "We got to blow up the Death Star." He's like, "Okay, cool. Let's blow up the Death Star." Yay, we blew up the Death Star too. All right, we got to get out of here. Well, we're going to need some luck. Oh, hey, look, somehow Chewbacca knows who I am, even though and Han and Leia, even though whatever. Oh, and here's a doll. And Leia goes, "That doll looks familiar." And then I had to try to remember, did Leia ever run into this doll before? I can't remember.
In issue 2.
Nobody cares, Wayseeker. Nobody cares. All right. So then all of a sudden it's got some plans in it.
Question. You can't ask that question enough.
Do you remember? I don't remember. I don't care. So then it was a rhetorical.
It was when they went to Salvation
rhetorical question. Nobody cares.
They went to Salvation Army and they tried to hide out in Salvation Army.
So then all of a sudden Leia starts nose kissing the bear. I don't get it. And then gives it to some kid who looks like a psychopath. The end. Thank God this is over. All right, next week.
It was actually good for a while, but like this, I feel like they really ruined the order of this thing, and yeah, it was. I'm glad it's over too. But like Dark Horse has like nothing.
I'm definitely
right now without that story.
Looking forward to this.
Okay, cool. Why, Dom?
Why? I don't know. Just at least we're getting some Fett.
Where's Thrawn going to be in this, by the way?
It's just going to give you a preview of Alliance as well. They said that it's going to be.
Is it?
So it's just going to be a few pages of Alliances.
At the back end or in the midway?
Disappointing.
It might be in the midway, yeah, because the stories, I pieced this out for you guys just real quickly. This is Revelations is coming out next week. It's kind of like it's kind of almost like a sampler. You've got the Jango Fett cover, the 1 in 25. Dom admitted he was wrong. That's fine. All right, here are the titles that are actually in it. See, you got Star Wars, which is going to be My Soul, A Trick of the Mind. I've read some. Mace Windu, I think Wayseeker's assessment was whatever. Mace Windu thing looks kind of fun. I'll show you a screenshot of all of these. By the way, I'm not going to spoil anything. But Star Wars released a couple pages too, so it's no big deal. Afra has got Tall Tales, which is pretty much just going to be Trick's Mind, but better. Vader's got Tool of the Empire, Jango Fett, Stolen Hope, High Republic. The High Republic story looks okay, and then Jabba the Hutt.
And then there's the Thrawn. I think Thrawn is going to be just like
they didn't include that. Yeah,
I know. I think it's just going to be like 1 or 2 pages of a preview. I don't think it's going to be any new story.
No, it's going to be like yes, you're right. It's going to be like a preview page. Yes.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So we're going to start off with
on the cover. I think that's the only reason, because they wanted people to buy it with Thrawn on the cover.
Actually, John, to be honest with you, some of it, 50% of it does not look like garbage. People are excited about at least 50% of this.
I'm excited for everything in here except for Jabba the Hutt.
What?
Oh yeah, that Jabba the Hutt. Okay, you'll see. All right. So here we go. A Trick's Mind is literally, which it's Star Wars, and I'm literally not exactly excited about this. It's not Dangier, but it's literally a attorney trying to defend him from having the hey, you didn't see these droids, from having the Jedi mind trick pulled on him. Not exactly the story I'm looking for. Okay,
right,
but that's okay.
On that one. That one sounds awful.
Okay. Number 2, though. Do you know who that sexy young man pulling off a green?
That is Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. That is Shadow at Ocean's Depth, and he is going into a prison. He is playing a prison guard undercover. It looks kind of good, maybe.
I'm all in.
I'm excited about it. I'm in. All right. Next up, we have the Dr. Aphra story, Tall Tales, and the Darth Vader story. Wong back on Aphra, and we have Pack on Vader. What can I say?
Aphra looks good.
It looks good. I have my fingers crossed. This looks more like the Aphra that we like. They're in bars. There's bounty hunters. There's some shady stuff going on. No, she's not. They are going to bring back some of the characters we just saw from bounty hunters, some of the ex-girlfriends and current girlfriends of other girlfriends. But well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Hey, your boy Dirge is there too. I mean, this is just in these scenes. You got it's just Lucky in there. You got a little bit of everybody, but it seems like she's going to be doing multiple tasks to find artifact type stuff. So that's kind of good. I can live with that. Okay, but this one, I think for the preview, they're just going to be talking shit.
They really have to step up Dirge's game. Give him.
No, they don't. They don't. No. Nobody cares about Dirge except for you. You're like the only person in the world that I know that actually cares about Dirge.
Freaking Nubs. Jesus Christ.
I might be the only person in the world that cares about Nubs. You're the only person I know that cares about Dirge.
Dirge is fucking awesome, man. I wish he.
So the Aphra story is just gonna be. But that's what we want. We want these tales from Aphra. That's what Aphra was best at. Were the tales. We're going back into the tales from Aphra. God save us with Vader.
Hey, Zed's back. That droid will never die. And I please kill that droid. I think he's been destroyed like 74 times.
Just Vader. Get rid of it. It's so dumb. The fucking whole droid, stupid ass droid Vader thing is not working. So that's 2-2, I would say, maybe 3-2, 2-2. Jango Fett, Stolen Hope by Sachs, and then you get the High Republic by Scott. Actually, this Jango Fett story looks cool as shit. Yes, he's going in there. There's a guy who is like an engineer type dude. He has protection already. Jango takes him out, goes inside and says, I'm the reason why, because I took them out, that I'm actually the reason why you need me to protect you. Looks good. Looks like we're going to actually have a Jango Fett bodyguard, which if you know a lot about Fett, he did a lot of bodyguarding too. So he's going to be a bodyguard Fett story. So, I mean, 3-2. The High Republic one, of course, we get one of Wayseeker's favorite characters. This is interesting. So in here, she's fighting pretty much something that looks like an AT-AT that the Nihil are using. So it looks like we're going to have more and more Imperial type ships and stuff in the High Republic, or at least like Gen 1 type stuff. So we might even see some concept vehicles. We know that she's on our planet kind of by herself. She's dealing with the Hutts and the Nihil and dancing in between those two lanes, which solo Jedi dealing with two different types of elements. That sounds like in High Republic, no offense, it's been hitting. It's been smacking.
Well, you know what? You might. So if she's dealing, if she's dealing with the Hutts, we might be getting some Diva Lamb Pop.
Yeah, we'll probably get some long pop in there. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, we're getting some good, and it looks good. I gotta say, it looks good. So these two are both good. So what are we up to? Where are we now? 4-2, 4-2.
I'm excited. The Django. I like the.
Yeah, I got. If it was crap and I could give you crap, if it was crap and I could give you crap, I would. But the Django actually looks really good. So I think you're gonna get something out of the Django you want. Last up, we've got Jabba the Hutt. This is why Wayseeker left. The duel of reprobates.
I think it's pretty good. He's running away. Like, I want to see the connection with this dude and Mando. That's what I'm trying to say. This could be like the leading towards how did Mando get him in Carbonite and who he's bringing him to. So that's really a cool backstory.
We get Bane Millar in here, a nobody character and a background character that can somehow be a psychic. And I mean, I'll watch a Jedi. I'll read any Jedi. I'll read a Jabba story. But out of those, I would not say this is going to be the one that I'm looking forward to. Obviously, the one having to deal with early Hutts, I think in the High Republic is a lot more what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean, that's a 50-50. So you're getting more good than you're getting bad, and then we get Alliance, as he said. But when you look at it, besides Star Wars, and I mean, look, the Mace Windu, people have been asking for that type of stuff, and now he's undercover doing crazy shit like we've wanted. That's what people have been asking out of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, not only that, they're introducing a female character in here, the Mace Windu, who's kind of like the dude that like Isle of Legend type dude. Like, people are raving. This is what we've been asking for. I would be surprised if that falls on deaf ears. So. It looks very good. Well, I mean, it is what it is. She's in the character. It's written well. What I've read, it's written pretty well. The Afra stuff is going back to what we've asked for. People are hyping up the Afra stuff. Vader, Packin' Vader is not my Vader. But I understand people like Wayseeker who like Nubs, and they seem okay with whatever type of Vader you give them.
No,
so there
I don't like Packin' Vader. You know who likes Packin' Vader? Jedi, because this is the person that wants to bring Sabe into everything.
Oh yeah.
Sabe's coming back. Nobody likes Sabe more than Greg Pak other than Jedi. So like,
out of these stories,
they are BFFs forever.
What is Revelations? Is it $6.99, $7.99?
I think it's $5.99, $6.99. Yeah,
$6.99, something like that. It's like $6.99. It's not $10.
I'm looking forward to the Dr. Afra, the Django, the Mace, and the High Republic, and the Jabba the Hutt.
You're looking for Jabba the Hutt, yeah. Out of these titles, I'm looking for, like, honestly looking forward to and love what I've seen out of 4 of them.
I would
agree.
The
Mace, Afra, High Republic, and Fett. I understand Vader. It's not for me. Star Wars is exactly what we've said we don't want. It's been falling on deaf ears. They have not fixed that problem, but it seems like they fixed the rest. And Jabba the Hutt, I'm okay with it because the Cordy shit doesn't make a difference. It's almost like a one shot. It makes 0 difference to me if they do it or not. So out of that, they're all wins except for Star Wars. This has what we were asking for over a year ago. For 3 years now, it looks like we're finally getting it. And the hype is real on some of this stuff. I mean, it really is. The fanboys and fangirls are liking it. So yeah, we're finally getting what we deserve in Star Wars. At least that's what it looks like for appearance. Did you notice that this is an AT-AT, like a original version of it? That's the cool. Niles using. It's pretty dope, dude. I like that they're doing that type of stuff. Yeah. Too. All right, next up.
Who's your favorite artist right here?
Ooh, yeah, I like her. I just think it's different. Whatever, man. So we get to, and it's getting to the end of this Afro run. Thank the Lord. Once again, we're not going to talk too much on it because it's a mistake, but they're ending it, which we asked for, so that's good. High Republic number 2 is coming out. Make sure you get on top of that 1 in 100. There's a version of that too. The 1 in 25. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm 50-50 on it.
No, awful.
Yeah, the story we're going to have to catch up on a little bit. This story is going to be okay because we see some D stuff that's coming out where she was, the hidden character for the Jabba people. So we're going to get a little bit of that crossover real quickly.
The 8 cover should have been the 1 in 25.
Oh, the 8 cover? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And we're going to have a little bit more history with some of those characters. So it's good. It seems like it's been forever for this. I kind of like the fact that they're going to finish off the Shadows because Shadows kind of is catching everybody up what everything's going around there. And like this part of the element is new storyline where we're seeing where D is and everybody else and introducing the pretty much the Jabba Nile team up that's going to be also attacking in this like nil space area, also attacking the Jedi.
I want to see like how the Drengir, force sensitive, what's going on with that next. That was to me was the most interesting part of
the Drengir thing, the guy right there,
experimenting on people and how it was doing crazy stuff. So
which you think we just happen to have Skier there, a lot of Skier and a lot of Drengir because of the combinations they have. Either way, people are loving this. The connecting covers, you have it there. Winner. Yep. At least we got that. FOC, thank God it's over. Afra, all the X's.
25.
What?
See, the Afra books are coming to an end. So those 25s, I don't think that many people are going to buy that many Afras. You know what I'm saying?
What do you guys think of that, Harvey?
So here's why we disagree with you. People love the blanks. And so there'll be a lot of people that buy the blanks. And so there'll be more 25s because of that.
Those blanks, like if you go to any con, those blanks sell for $2 more than they actually probably purchased. They would sell out the store. Like to this day, like all the blanks do. Because they know like this new trend of art, not new. I mean, it is new in my world, but probably not to you guys. This newer trend of artists drawing on blank covers and doing all that type of stuff and adding it into their artwork, which you've seen over like the last 5 years or so, has become very popular. I mean, I know guys that pay for their whole booth spot just selling old blanks.
I like that 1 in 25.
I think it's good. Yeah.
I want to know. Yeah. I this was another thing that's kind of winning here. You tried Wu out in a certain element. You tried Harvey. And then what they did with the 125s, I think is really cool. Like a lot of these 125s, they're giving actually different artists. And if it becomes hit, then they do store exclusives with some of them. But they're giving different stuff around there. Yeah. See, Astro buys all the blanks.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only blank they having is this new blank.
All they're doing are all these blank Star Wars covers like this.
I mean, it's not a pure blank, Astro. It's gonna be where you could draw on top of the the bottom.
They did this like in Italy, in overseas, like the book they had like a Vader book that was all black Vader book. So this is not new what they're doing. The overseas books had a lot of
they had an all black Vader book here.
Yeah. It's not new, but it's new for the United States, how they're doing it this way. I think it's cool.
Oh, in the middle. You're talking about the logo in the middle.
Yeah. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's actually not black. They all have the Star Wars star background on them. So it's called a blank, but it's like black with the Starry Night background. You can't see it that well, but that's what.
How cool would it be? Like say Dr. Afra, somebody draws a little picture of Afra on the bottom. And
I think this is made for remarks.
Yeah. Remarks. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us what I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that'd be kind of cool. Like have like little remarks, as you said, on the book, on the top and the bottom, above the Dr. Afra emblem and the below. And that'd be really cool if you get somebody to draw something really cool.
I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to give it a different avenue for fulls, but also like because remarks are pulling in so much money right now. I mean, the amount people are charging for remarks is just stupid. So there you go. I'm glad you guys said that. Chat, let me know what you guys think about that Harvey 125. I like it because of the colors. It's going to be finished off a little bit better. I know it's a weird looking Afro, but I'm down, dude. Next up, this one's a banger. This is the book that a lot of people are screaming about. They like it. We showed you kind of like well, we didn't actually. I didn't put in the pages here because I got like 6 pages. But I didn't want to show them to you. Mace Windu, #1. I will tell you this. I'm a little disappointed. I know I'm 99 to 100% always like, hey, don't do the A cover and a virgin. But did they drop the ball on this one? So we've got the A cover there on the left, the 1 in 25 with what's her name, who's the new character who, she's a cool character. She's almost like a nomad. Yeah, I know you say that, but she is like a nomad. Like, it's really cool how she does her stuff. She's going to be cool. Is there going to be tons of significance to her? Probably not. But like long-term significance to her. But there is going to, as of right now, what I've seen and read on her, she fits, which is kind of cool. Then you got the Black History Month cover on the right. They did do 1 in 100s on this too. I'm not saying the 1 in 100's bad, But dude, tell me that if you're gonna do a 1 in 100, you should have done the A cover, dude. How don't you do the A cover on this? So I mean, it is what it is, though. We've asked them not to do the A cover. They're giving us what we want, but that shit, they failed. That's an F. But the rest of it's good. The inside art's really
for the story.
The story's good. Yeah.
I'm so glad we're getting Mace back. I mean, all these people wanted Mace, but they wanted Mace to come back into like Mandoverse. But like, no, just give us good Mace stories, because there's so many Mace stories that they can tell from Clone Wars era or even pre-Clone Wars era. So
you don't have to hate to say that I'm right. I'm always right, so it doesn't matter.
You are not always right. Very rarely right.
Please.
You're the one who like hates Hot Topic and like ranks it, and you're also the one that kicked their own kid off the soccer team. So like you're not always right.
No, I didn't kick him off the soccer team. I made him run laps, and that was the right thing to do.
No, you told me
Obi-Wan. Oh, that's because they did. Yeah, that's because they did. That's because they didn't practice.
You kicked one of your kids off the soccer team. You ain't always right. You ain't always right.
Wayseeker.
First off, I'm going through comments. If you don't practice, you don't play. It doesn't matter if you're a kid or not. That's the rules, buddy. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's not worse than telling a kid that there's no Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth to my kid.
Obi Kenobi. What is this, number 5 or who cares? What is the Todd Nuck variant? Who is that again? Do we even remember what's going on in that?
That's the one that helps with the path
when they're inside the passageway.
Yeah.
That the stormtroopers are coming. When she's fighting. That's what she grabbed.
Who cares?
She grabs the she hits the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. All right, there you go. Also, Wayseeker made me put this in. So there is, and it is a good point. I was thinking about putting them in, but I was being lazy. And then Wayseeker's like, "Did you put them in?" I was like, "No, I'm lazy." He's like, "You should." They are coming with the Epic Collection for Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, the Empire TP. It's $40. I think it's $44 for this. I didn't put it in there. It's a new printing. Wayseeker. This is I have the original one of this, but I don't think it's been printed in a very long time. I know they did the one legacy printing or whatever. Did they do legacy printing on this already? Did they do it? No.
But the big one is the one on the right.
Yeah. The one on the right. But the one on the left is kind of the better one. It's got a bunch of cool stuff like the Republic 7080, Star Wars Purge. So if you guys haven't read any of those, Hidden Blade, One Shot, Star Wars Purge the Tyrants. It's a lot of the Purge stuff. Darth Vader and the Lost Comms 1 through 5, and Star Wars Dark Times 1 through 5. If you haven't read those, it's a great way to read it, and it's affordable. The one on the right side is not affordable. It's kind of ripoff, and Wayseeker loves it though. It's the ominous hardcover. It's $150 for volume number 2. It's pretty much just covering the trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy, and
Dark Empire.
Yeah, Dark Empire.
So the reason I wanted to put this on there, you can't buy the epics for this. Pete covered them in his trade paperback one. The Thrawn epic. The Thrawn epic costs about $300 used. The Empire one, Dark Empire epic, costs about $100 used. So if you want to buy the paperback versions, right now you're going to be spending $400 on them. And
yeah, but that's because they haven't pushed them back out yet. Now they put these two together.
But they're not going to put the trade paperbacks out because they're pushing this one. They don't want people to buy the trade paperbacks.
They're not yet.
Want people to buy the hardcover.
They're not yet.
After it comes out, then they'll push the paperbacks. But this is so if you want those, this is the cheaper way to buy them for sure.
Well, now with the price of the comic books too, you can't just go and pick them back up.
You can, but if you want people that want trades,
no, you can't.
Like I said, the epics for the Thrawn, that's a $300 drop all day, every day. You can't find them for less than $300 pretty much ever on eBay. So pick it up this way for half that price.
Or wait till it comes out and pay trade paperback. But either way, there you go. Or have them already. All right, next up. All right, so then I just added in the last little section too because we thought like, hey, they have been hitting. I actually want to go back. We sometimes leave this go too far back, so I want to kind of give a screenshot because we're coming to the end of Shadows and Starlight on how these books have been doing and where they're currently at for the 1 in 25. Now remember this: Starlight, Shadows. This actually might surprise you. Like I'm telling you, when I'm saying that fans are liking what it is. We know a lot of times where you see sharp inclines and fall off declines that are way different than the week it came out and the week that happened, that there's usually a lot of, let's say, gambling if a title is going to hit or speculation. But when you see steady multiple numbers, tons of sales, and the price may be halving, but not going down to pennies within 4 months or when the season's ending. It seems that maybe the fans are the ones picking it up. And this series right here, we've kind of talked about 100 times, but Shadow of Starlight seems like it really has been hitting home. Now, this is a very interesting case here. This is the 125 for number 1. Do we remember what also came out during this? There was a 1 in 100, and I think there was like the Oksana store exclusive.
There's another one. 100, the black cover with everybody lightsabers up there.
Yeah. So there was a ton of books that came out for this. The high for this was $53.97. The average still to this day going through it all, and that was only because there was a couple real low sales on this, but the real low sales was like 3 of them in a row, was $26.48. And that's with it selling for like, I mean, you're selling $29 to $20 in the last month and a half, because this has been out for, it's been out for over a month now, right?
Yeah, 2.5 months, almost 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. There's over 20 sales in that $26.50 range. The last 2 were $20, just kind of dragged it down a little bit. But our last 2 were $19.99, $29.95. Then there was another $19.90, like somewhere in there, $21 around there. So you see it fall a little bit. But to be honest with you, the $53.97 was an outlier. And with how many copies of there was, the majority of these books were selling in the $30 range. So for a month later, you're still seeing it in that $20 to $30 range. They're doing something semi-right. Plus, for a 125 that had 1 in 100. I mean, Wayseeker, when's the last time we had a 125 that had 1 in 100s and had 2 store exclusives? And the thing a month and a half later is still in like ratio. I mean, it's selling for ratio.
It's been a long time.
It's holding weight. I think the only thing we can assess from that, because I know we always talk about how great the market is or poor the market is, but this is a fan-based market here as far as High Republic goes. Luckily, we've hitched our wagons to it, so whatever. But that's just look at that book, because I figured this book would be selling for $5 at this point, right? Like if we saw this for $8, isn't that what we'd all think? Like, hey, that's an $8 book. Man, on the other hand, had a bunch because the first one had done well. It was number 2. It didn't. Its highs weren't that great. Its highs probably peaked around the $24 range, just under ratio, at ratio 125. The last 3 sales have dragged this down. It's $14.99 for the last 3 sales. Otherwise, it'd be at ratio, but still for that, it's all right. I don't know if Giuseppe really needs to be doing. This is one thing that I thought was really cool. They, on each one of these 125s, they also did different covers. And obviously, I think we're getting a little spent on Giuseppe's art. Can we agree to that?
Yeah, especially this is the only one I didn't get. I picked up the 125s for 1, 3, and 4, but this one I thought was the weakest.
And I'm saying that the other one probably will squeak down back under ratio. I'm not saying that eventually it won't have a smaller drop than that. It might be in this range here. This one has the most potential to be a $10 book, to be honest with you. And it should. I mean, the inside's great, but still, for a number 2 that didn't have much to go on it, no new appearances, no anything else, and sitting around ratio when it first came out. And I'm not saying like 2 sales. I'm saying, we're going like at least 10 to 15 sales on this in the ratio mark the week that came out, not including what was selling in stores. 13 of the last 4, a little disheartening. This one right here, though, so this is a little throw off. I had to put the high out there. I didn't do pre-sales, but I did the high at $9.95. There wasn't anything close to that. The low, on the other hand, there was 2 lows at 15. So it kind of evened out it anyway. So I gave you your average on this. The average for Raw is 43.53. Last 3 is 46.50, 49. This book seems to be healthily selling at $50. Obviously a great cover, different artist. This Harvey might be the next guy who, you look at artists sometimes that have pull during Star Wars. We just looked at the Dr. Aphra. I talked to you guys before about that 1 in 25, right? We all seem to like it, right, Dom?
Yep.
Yeah, and this seems to be one, too, that's hitting right here. Doesn't have much to do. I mean, it is whatever, but saying that was a spoiler cover, it didn't really spoil anything because we already knew the character was back. I think they kind of used it as a ploy. You might have gotten one $99 sale out of that, but the majority of the sales that were sold for this book were in the ratio realm and have slowly picked up over the last, after Wednesday, to be in the $40, $50 range, which, and by the way, this is another one where you're getting 30 sales of a 1 in 25 just online alone, not in person, which is good. I mean,
and on top of that, you don't really get a Wookiee on the cover with a lightsaber in his hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
kind of
cool, but they're hitting on something because like that's not, nobody's speculating on this book for first like ripped Wookiee on a cover. You know what I mean? Like it's not that. And when you see the prices not go crazy like $300 for a 125, and you're seeing it, it has to be something other. yeah, everybody, but I think everybody knew the Jack Wookiee had been back for months, so whatever. Yeah. 3 looks cool. I think 3, I don't know. I think 3 is going to come down a little bit. I think it will come down a little bit too. It'll probably be similar to 1 in a month. You're going to get it for ratio in a month if you want. You want to wait on it? I bet you when we look back at this, because we'll look at it in a month, because we'll look at it after the next book sells.
Yeah, maybe
or maybe 2 months.
Month I'll go out and I'll try to get the 25.
Yeah, I want to update this every month when we have these short ones so we can see if they're doing well. If they're books that just are doing crap, like if they were all like number 2 where it's $15, I'm not going to cover it. But for these, just to keep a watch on it for some of you guys that aren't watching it, I'm just extremely surprised once again at how well. I mean, that's the only thing I can think about is the fandom. And this one right here, Wayseeker says that he's the guy that bought it for 15 in presale. Yep. I took presale numbers off of all the rest of them so we could actually see what it is, because sometimes the presale numbers are a little bit wonky, shall we say. There's other things that are thrown in. You don't know what's actually going on, how they're purchasing it, if they're getting extra books thrown into the back end or whatever. I will say on this one, I think both of these are just for, well, I think the 15 was for 1. $44.95 seems to be where people are asking for, is around $45, $50 and less for this one right now. This is Marchand Row. This is also a Raza. I think between Raza and Harvey, they seem to be the 2 variant covers that Star Wars fans are really loving. So when you see these ones, like that Afro that came up with Harvey, if you want that cover and we usually tell you not to pay ratio or try to pay under, but that one, if you really want that cover, if you see a Raza or if you see a Harvey come out, it does seem like that has a connection with a lot of Star Wars fans. Their art does. So I would suggest that you try to buy it for as cheap as possible before it comes out. If not, you're going to be waiting for a very long time. I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the segment.
And I think this one will be one where people either love it or hate it, because this is a weird Marchand Row. So I could understand people saying pass on this one.
Maybe, but it's got the Raz in it. So I wonder if, first off, I think that because if you look at the amount of books that we're selling through the 1 in 25s, like they're all selling like 20 plus, which is good. I mean, for Star Wars, just for an example, the 1 in 25s for like, I don't know, Dr. Afro, what you'll sell maybe 5 to 10 of those a week. Maybe, and it's a bigger title. Where these are selling 20 plus a weeks, and you're seeing them for above and on ratio, which is really good. And you're seeing them hold up after 3 months. So I think a lot of this too, like just like with the collection with the trade dress 1 in 100s, there was a time where people would be like, well, Star Wars fans will collect everything. They will, but Star Wars fans will also hunt for anything, right? So like some of the overinflation on price of books was just people holding stuff back and not knowing what to go after. These here seem to be like, you know what? I've already gotten 2. Like I've gotten 2 out of 3. I'm probably gonna get all 4. There's only 4 books in this run. I like Raza. I like Harvey. You know what I mean? Let's get all 4. Get one here cheaper
too. I like Monster Road. I like Raza too. So it goes together.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a good combo.
I do like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, just so you guys know what's going out there in the market on these things, I think we're kind of seeing the fandom take back some of it. I think you're seeing some of it, just the gamblers on some of these books, because they've lost on so many, kind of take their L's and go on their way. But all good stuff. Actually, when I saw the Harvey book, when I saw this book, I was like, by far the best. Okay, so we will talk when I'm wrong. I thought this was going to be a cheap book right now. I literally thought this was going to be a sub $10 book. And to see it still selling for $20 3 months later.
But again, this was the best cover. Like I know there was 1 in 100, but this one we all agreed at the time. This is the best cover of the one.
Yeah, it was, but still not one of the greatest. There was a better cover in this set, so I think you might have something there. But like to come back and buy this for 15 sub is nice. This is by far the best out of the 4-part set. Yeah, by far. Harvey hit a home run on this one, and like I was saying, I think he's like the new. He's the Del Otto of Star Wars, right? Like whenever he's going to do a Venom character, whenever he's going to do something like that, it's going to be hitting for a while now. And then you never go wrong with the Raz. And I thought people would get a little bit tired because this is by far a way better cover. It's coming out a month ahead of time. But the amount of hype that I've been hearing on this Marchand Row, like people, when I brought up that Harvey cover, people going, well, the next one's that Row cover, right? That next one's that Row cover, right? Or I mean the Row. Yeah, this is the Row cover. So there is, I don't know. I guess the flocking of the fur over the collar is something that we're just going to have to deal with, Row. But I think people are starting to really like that Viking-esque look on them. And this is how people are picturing them. and looks like fans really do like it. The thigh is a little bit misproportioned, I'd say.
Yeah, I know.
But it's
Yeah,
not, but
The
it's
fingers
not
are a
in.
little weird too. Like,
Well, I mean, it's no Liefeld, so like whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I agree. But I also, hey, Jobo, I agree with that. But I also like how they're using 4 completely different artists with similar to different. Like it progressively gets into style, right? Like if you're looking at it aesthetically, you're starting here, kind of the more. This is almost the more adventures, the more bright colors, pastels going into the coloring. I don't want to get too technical on this. Action posing, and then you see the conversion into darkness and going there. Okay, we're not going to get into all that nonsense. It's too much for you. All I'm saying is they're doing pretty well here, so make sure you guys watch out for them. Make sure you know what's coming. I'm not saying to get FOMO over these, but I'm saying like play it smart, right? Yes? All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, next up is, here we go, Dom. What do we got?
All right, so Phantom Menace, so the anniversary of Phantom Menace has come. So they're coming out with the retro figure line, like the old Kenner figures, 5 points of articulation.
Hold on. Can we go back? He just said that the 1 in 25 is important because I must have said something like, "Well, there's not any like we knew what was going to happen," but John's going to get it because he just said the funniest comment I've read all day. The book's important because Belle has at least 3 different haircuts, which we kind of did mention. So let's give it to him.
Ring the bell.
Sorry about that, Dom. Go ahead. My bad.
I'm just saying they so for the anniversary of Phantom Menace, they're coming out with the set Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Padme, Maul, Jar Jar, and Battle Droid, which the Qui-Gon has a freaking fabric robe, which I like on the other figures. So up close, more of the figures.
Wow, his face sucks.
Yeah,
his face is suck. What is this? Paint by number?
No, these are they're like the old Kenner figures.
Yeah, the old Kenner figures didn't look this shitty, bro.
If you look at the old Kenner figures, they're not freaking painting sculptures and shit.
Better than this shit.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, Dom.
Yeah, Dom, that fucking thing on the right looks like a boot.
Look at that. Like you can't justify that. That's not even Star Wars.
Like, 5 points of articulation. It's not the best thing.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, Dom, I know what I want, and it's not that. Like,
okay. Hey.
What I want is
no. This is what I'm asking. Don't we have all this technology where we could just screen print stuff on and do everything else?
I know. But
I'm not talking about 5. I'm not talking about 5 points of articulation or anything.
That old retro Kenner feel of the original.
That's not retro. The face paint. No, I wish I had. Where's Hammerhead, dude? I'm telling you,
Hammerhead over there graded.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is look at the what's her name's face.
You're not wrong. Like that could be a chess piece, and I would not be surprised.
It looks like something my kids painted after they were jacked up on Christmas cookies and just like fuck it, we're gonna do one more project. Yeah.
Like
oh shit. Well, Maul's okay. All right.
You got the Darth Maul.
This looks like bootlegs. I give up.
This is worse than bootlegs. What is the one on the right? What is that?
Who is that?
What?
Obi-Wan.
That's not Obi-Wan.
That's generic.
Obi-Wan.
That's generic Padawan Jedi. That's generic Padawan Jedi.
Yeah, the basic haircut with the most basic clothes. That is not Obi-Wan. Looks nothing
these,
like Obi-Wan.
But these are. Look at Luke. Look at Luke in the original thing. That wasn't Luke. Look at the freaking goddamn the characters. The way they were done back in the '60s. They had. Oh, you had the.
That's Kyle.
No. Yeah, that's about right. It's Kyle.
That's Kyle. That's Kyle. Make sure you guys check out SNS. All right.
Like, come on now.
And you got Jar Jar.
Hey, the Jar Jar looks good.
Jar Jar's the best of them.
Jar Jar's the best one they did. What the fuck?
Misa don't give a shit. These are retro figures. Misa said. That's it. End of story. I don't care.
What does that have to do with that? Why were they? Why is that the only one they did good?
Now this is awesome. This is the vintage Jango Fett Deluxe they're coming out with. Removable helmet, better sculpt. It's actually made off the Return of the Jedi sculpt that Boba Fett made a couple of years ago.
Why the fuck?
I'm definitely happy about this. I actually
can we just do something here? Can we just look, man? I've had enough of being on either side of things and going too crazy on television. But here's the thing I'm gonna say: can we just do common sense shit now? I'm done with it anymore. If we're gonna have the majority of these things have a plastic screen, Can they all just have fucking? Can we just do some uniform shit?
Well,
Can we stop putting shit in boxes?
Plastic. They're going back
Right, just do it already. This fucking figure, it's not new. Like, you got plastic on all these other fucking figures. I see plastic all over the fucking place. Why are we? Oh, that's a four box thing.
Yeah, well, right now they are going back to vintage figures. When they make the vintage figures, they get the plastic. They're going back to the plastic with everything down the road. But this is pretty cool. I like this.
Dave.
So
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Concept.
You like this? Good. Sorry, my bad. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Go ahead.
Yeah,
all right, you want me to move on?
Yeah, move on. Yeah.
All right.
So we have the concept
Stupid.
of
stupid as fuck.
From Gentle Giant of C-3PO. With
how much?
This is going for like two.
150.
Like
two.
About 2 and change. Hey, it's all
I'm doing the wrong
concept of a C-3PO.
I'm doing wrong shit with my life. I should just be selling fucking 3D printed turds to fucking grown ass men. There's no shot. That doesn't even move, does it?
No, it's a statue.
This is literally a 3D piece of turd that they're selling to. Yes. Am I wrong?
For 225. Yeah.
Fucking mom should be disappointed in me.
It wasn't much stuff. Yeah, wait, only for 200. Yeah. So
I get it. No, it's good, Dom. It's good. Show us what they got.
The football style 1957-58 cards that came out, and so these are the Topps cards that are coming out for this wave.
These are cool.
Topps. You go to Topps.com. These are limited. I don't know what they're limited to, but I like the way they look.
I like that they put what planet they're on too. That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
That's kind of dope, man. This is cool.
Yep.
That's it.
How much this week?
All right, short toy day. Toy day. All right, we've got 2 things left. We've got the let's rank it top 10. Exciting stuff to come up with. Here's the thing that I want to talk about this. So there's 12 properties we're gonna bring out, and there's been a lot of conversations over the last month and so about like, oh, is this one way or is it this way? Writers are writing this, and this is what's wrong with comics, and this is this, that, and the other thing. And that's all great. They can do all that bullshit. But here at Star Wars, like whatever they've been doing, we know that we've gone through a very shitty period over the last 3 years. But they've tried new things like the 125s. They brought in Harvey to do some of the 125s. They've brought in a couple other people, like Cape Razon, because he does good stuff like that. They've also changed around, even though they lied to Dom in a comic book store, they've started to change around some of their storylines after they got away from the big events. They did exactly what we asked them to with High Republic. Get away from Phase 2, put in Phase 3, and give us. Dom has said it the whole time. He doesn't want to read the whole novel. He just wants to catch up the comic books. Jedi used to say it all the time. Just give me the comic books. I'm not going to listen to this whole novel about it. They're giving us those as minis in between. Give us Mace. How many times do I have to sit here and listen to you guys talk about Mace Windu and how we want side stories of these legacy characters? All the time. They're giving us that too. They're giving us one-shots of characters that were one-off that we really liked, and not doing it as in a la Charles Soule, where he just murders the blade and turns him into a character that doesn't look like him at all. We're getting current time storylines with some of these characters that is going to make sense. Okay. It's the one segmentation of comic books where I'm like, wow, right now, I think Star Wars for fandom. And by the way, the amount of, thank you for everybody who has been putting DMs, the amount of excitement we've heard over the Star Wars and like true FOMO, like, holy crap, dude. We usually hold off, but we're going to miss out on some of these things if we don't get them because we're excited because we actually like the product they're putting out there. Unlike those shit ass toys we just looked at, has been palatable lately. So let's get ahead of the curve like we do on everything else. Well, we went through the Revelation things, but Wayseeker goes, fuck it. We getting so much good comment on this. Damn, I was trying not to swear that much at Christmas, but I let one slip. All right, here we go. He goes, let's put together a top 10 list of the new projects coming up. These are projects that people have actually reached out to us, most of them. There's 3 projects down here nobody's reached out to us about. And said, hey, we're excited about this. Let's rank them. Let's see what we're looking at here and see how much the chat is excited with it too.
Let's go.
Pregnant zombies. Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Because I got my whole screen going with the stuff. So, yeah.
All right, let's go. So first one we're going to be ranking. Oh, then after that, we're going to be playing the game that we played last week too. I know you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to Fade. He's not feeling good, so I hope he feels better. Big shout out to JJ. Thanks for stopping by in the chat. Do know that JJ, for those people that don't know, is still around with us. He's been behind the scenes doing a lot of work for us, guys. Make sure you know that. Make sure that he's still part of the family. If you see them, shout them out real quickly. All right.
And so this list is like what we want to see, right? This is not like what we think is going to be the biggest, hottest thing. We're just talking about what we're most excited for.
But we are seeing the better product in Star Wars right now, like that 125's move. Like fandom is getting excited about this stuff. And the boards, there's one project on here that the boards are like all over the place with. I'll start off with the one. There's been no bigger talking point on any of the chat boards on the dark side of the webs where people dress up in cosplay and do fan craft theorying and fandom writing pages and stuff than Mace Windu. Mace Windu is by far Dom said it. They're doing anything they can to release anything talk about this one chick that's in there. I can't remember her name. The Legends one about what he's going to do undercover. The excitement about him. Just all good news. As long as this still isn't, as long as they keep this as a limited series. And by the way, most Mace Windu's limited series have been pretty darn good. Yeah. Right.
Even the one that we saw in like 2018 or whatever. That was
the little one 2018. Yeah.
There's a couple of
John 911. What's up?
A couple of books that are hard to get in that line, in that limited series.
They always put something interesting out in the Mace.
They
Mace
do.
Ones. Yeah. Linda. Lane's not Linda. Where do we have Mace Windu, guys? I think we have to start off at 2. I mean, the amount of hype on this book. We already saw some of the variants for it. I'm not sure I love the 1 to 100.
2?
Huh?
2?
Yeah, because we can always move it down.
Oh, I'm putting this like at 6. I'm excited for it, but there's just so much other good stuff that I'm really excited for.
I don't know, man. I don't think that the fandom. I'll be honest.
What the fans are excited about was what I'm excited about. I'm putting this personally at like a 6. I'm really excited for this.
Wayseeker, here's the difference between me and you. I'm a man of the people. You're a man of yourself. Okay, I can't help you. You don't care about anybody else. You like to stop on kids' dreams. You like to push weird shit like nubs.
You're the one that cut your own kid from the soccer team.
I didn't cut them. I didn't cut them.
It belongs on Friday night because you ran to the hot
making a horror movie called Nubs is Coming to Get You.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Anyways,
2 is way too high.
Actually, you know
There's no way it's 2.
I say 5.
I'm at a 6. Tom's at a 5.
Somebody, Darth put it in 3.
Okay.
We're gonna get here, chat. We're gonna get first appearances in this book too.
Who cares?
Well, I'm trying to pump it up.
First appearances in Star Wars.
I know.
Soul books that comes up. I ain't
4. We got another 4. 3. 4. 3. 3. 4. All right, you guys put in 5 and 6. We got to put in a minimum of 4. 3 for Scott. We're getting a lot of 3s, bro.
We'll start at 4.
6, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4, 4. Hey, do know this. Mace is going undercover, and then there's a chick who's supposedly a pirate, but also kind of just looks like an operative, and both sides are going after her to try to get it, and Mace Windu is probably going to play. If you like the Aja Ventress Voss story, there might be some, a little bit of, hey, how you doing?
I'm really excited for this.
I'm an undercover in person. I'm saying that I'm freeing prisoners, and then I come up to you, and now I'm going to be a pirate too. We might get Mace Windu, pirate soldier, and in a love affair with the what's the lady? The Oriental Queen? Isn't that a famous pirate? What's her name? It was the Oriental Queen, correct?
What are you talking about?
History. The pirate. She led all that. She led all the pirate ships. Do you guys not know anything about history?
I don't know anything about your Oriental pirate
queen. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, that's her name. Oriental pirate. Yeah. What? All right, 3. We got some 3s. We got to put in 3.
No, we got me and Dom. We got some 4s. We got a 6.
We got 1 6 1 4. We got 1 2 3 4
there. 2 4s.
4 5 3s.
We got John with 11. Don't forget that. John
that doesn't count.
5 3s. You can put it in 5. Make it the.
Put it. Rose is going as 4, but it should be a 3. We'll get started for 4 now.
Right.
Okay.
Move it up.
Number 10.
Don't forget, John had 11.
Hold on. Number 10 right now. And if anybody. You might be muted if you don't put this book as number 10. Because it'll be out eventually. Young Jedi Adventures. This
is an easy 6 for me. I'm really excited for this. I want
You
nubs.
are-
We got a nub.
Do you want to know the one book on this list that not a single person
No.
any
There's so many worse
where?
things than nubs.
Wait, send me a link.
There's a
Wayseeker.
two.
Send me a link. Send me a
We
link.
love
There's
court.
not one.
We love
Europeans don't care about this. The Americans don't care about this.
It's court
Even
nubs.
the weird Canadians don't care about this. They care about everything.
We're just gonna turn down this thing. We're gonna shut off it, and we're going home.
Nobody cares about this book besides you,
You know
Wayseeker.
what?
You've made this a bit.
All right,
No,
I'll put it in 7.
14,
We got
11,
5. We got a 2.
5, 11. It's also a free comic book day. It's also nothing there's no way with what's going on here that there's
This is 6 for me. 6. I'm being honest.
this is not 2 steps underway for you, but Wayseeker as a whole and myself, nobody wants to see this shit.
Listen, put in 7. Put in 7.
Come
No.
on now.
There's no way.
Yes.
You got guys.
All right, we're not ranking the Planet of the Zombie tie-in. That doesn't move your number up. We've got an 11. We've got a 14.
We've got a 2. We've got a
A
5.
2, a 5, and then we've got a 15 and a 10.
Yo, come on, really?
Come on.
10 plus.
7. Put 7.
Honorable mention. Dude, this is either 9 or 10. There's no way. 10.1. Bro, there's so
great.
many.
We'll put it in 9.
Listen,
But you're all wrong.
No, Marco, put it in
This
7.
is
No,
this is craziness.
It's gonna get bumped. Don't worry about it.
It's craziness. There's so much stuff in here that's worse than this.
There's no way. All right, we'll do that. This might be a little setter to see where stuff's gonna settle in here. We gave you a little preview of the Jango Fett mini. He's gonna at least be a bodyguard through the first story. He's probably gonna be a bodyguard through the majority of the mini. Maybe do a bounty hunter here or there for it.
Definitely have to represent. Put him number 2.
What?
No,
Number
okay.
2, baby.
Django is below nubs.
Well, you can't.
No,
You
he's
can't
not.
put. Well, hold on. You can't put Jango above.
Time out.
Time out. It's a mini. It's going to be okay. There's another mini in here, Mace, and Mace cut off this dude's head. The story of Mace is going to be a little bit more in depth. I'm not taking anything away from this Jango Fett book. This is going to be a good Jango Fett book. I'm telling you that. But there's not a ton of meat to it. It's going to be a fun Jango Fett book. There's a couple people excited to this. This is probably in the 6 range.
This is a
Right.
9. This is a 10.
You know what?
This is a 10.
It's not 10. This is way better than a free comic book day with planting zombies in it.
25 times,
Dude.
man.
I'm telling you, I am not
Dude.
excited for this thing at all. I don't care.
I will tell you that when I did show the free comic book day to my kids, they said, "Oh, maybe we'll give that show a try again." Oh, Plants vs Zombies. We're getting that book right away. All right,
Yeah. This
5
is a
or
10
6,
for me.
6,
We're seeing
8,
a lot of
5,
6s.
7,
I
5.
think it goes in 6.
I think it goes at 5. Tango Fett. I
There's
think
a
it goes.
7, a 6, an 8, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 5. It's going in 6.
We can put it in 6. I think it's at 5, but we can put it in 6. That's fine. That's fair.
He'll get moved around.
Yeah, he did. He messed him up. He messed him up bad.
Yeah, Mace is. If you put Django above,
No,
Mace,
Jango. It's just not going to be as good. There's more in depth. The storytelling in Mace already is better than the story. Like the storytelling in Jango Fett's good, not as good as the storytelling in Mace. All right. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you're right.
I'm going to be. I think my 1 will surprise you all. I can't wait till you get it up here. But my 1 is one of the most.
I almost hit it because I think I know what it is, and it's you're just going to do it to troll again because that's what you like to do. Sorry, I'm
No. I tell you which one I'm most excited about is coming up. I don't know which one you'll pick.
I'm going to put this up here because I think this is going to get a top 3. I'm going to see if this is going to get top 3. I don't think it should be top 3 because it's not enough substance to be top 3. But I'm going to put this one up here just to see what we do.
What do we got?
Visions.
Oh,
Okay, I like this.
How many is this going to be? Just
one.
Which one? It's a one shot.
The one shot. I don't mind the one shot.
Hey, once again, this is another thing people are loving. They love the artist on this. They love what's going on this. This is shout out everywhere. But it goes, everybody's like, yep, got it. There's no long threads. There's no a ton of stuff to it. We know what this is going to be. They're going to give us what we want in this one. It's going to be good. This is what we've been asking for. Huh?
Put it in 2.
There's no way it's going in 2.
No. This thing is 8. It's not that I don't care.
It's
about
probably
it. It's
7.
Great.
It's probably 7.
It's 8 to me.
All right. 2, 10, 8, 5,
5. We got another
5.
10. Yeah, it's not canon.
10.
So we're
5, 5. They're putting it above Django. I would not put that above Django.
Whew, they're wrong if they're putting that above.
Well, we can always move Django up and put it in 6 because that's kind of where it's evening out to.
But they're putting it above it.
It got about the same amount of votes. Oh, put in the trash, and then a vote for trash.
No, it's not fake Star Wars, man. This is good
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm.
Swamp Rat got 5. We got to put in 5. That's where they want it.
I think it's wrong, but hey, whatever.
What is? I agree, TMNT. I don't agree with it being in 5.
This is
what's up, Swamp Rat?
That's a bad.
Swamp Rat came in. He hit it. Put it in 5. I think the Django's going to be better than that. We'll see at the end. I mean, it's cool.
5.
Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's going to be cool. People are going to like it. They're going to pick it up. The covers are dope too.
That's fine.
Switch to 5.6. Switch 5 and 6. I agree.
We
5.
We can come back to it if people, but we have enough. Too many.
Yeah.
5. Too people have put in. 5.
We're right there. I mean, those 3 right there. See, that's kind of cool that we got the mids. I think we got the mids right now. I think we got the mids. I'll say that. I think we are kind of dead on with the mids. Maybe a little up, maybe a little down. Where are we going to put this one? Because I like it, but I'm not. You might be surprised. I don't have it in top 3 because I already know the story.
Oh, you going with
Thrawn? Yeah.
Thrawn? Yeah. Again, I would put.
I know the hype for this is real.
I put Thrawn below the Django.
I do too.
Personally.
Unfortunately, just because of the lineup that's coming out. I mean,
I'm excited for it. But
I think
it's
the
story. I know the story, and it was also the worst book of all of the Thrawn books.
It was. This is the worst out of the 3 Thrawn books by far. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think see. This is why the free comic book day. There's no way it stays at 9. There's just too much good here. I think this isn't even gamble. I just think this is like, okay, we know what we're gonna get. This is a comfort level thing. We know what's coming. We're gonna get a couple good covers off of this. We already know the story for most of us.
Can you see that thing? You should know the story. That's why the Mace Windu is a new story. So it's
very
new. So it's like this is from
the Django. That's why I would have moved 6 up. I would have technically put this in the 6th spot and moved the Visions down to 7. But
I think chat's gonna put this at 3. I don't think there's. I'm at 7, but there's too many 2s and 3s in there.
Yeah,
this one is gonna go above Mace and for the chat.
Yeah, I mean, but that's part. But sticks. You call it the tag cover, and yeah, it wasn't. It was actually this. We did it here. We did it on Star Wars. Yeah. But we or on Dark Side. But with that being said, like that's kind of what I expect out of this book. We picked the cover. We told you what the cover was going to be, dude. Like,
yep.
5 bump the rest down.
Well, we can always move them down later. So,
I think we gotta give it to the 3 spot.
It's going to 3 because of chat. I think a lot of chat never read this book, so they're probably really excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there'll be good covers.
Ron's hot, real cool.
There's the story is not good.
It's okay. It's okay.
Of all 6 books, it's by far the worst.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Not all 6. No, I thought you meant out of the
no. It's not all 6 because I mean this is where they did the past and the present.
Yeah, I mean it was a little confusing, but it wasn't the worst. All 6. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll disagree with you on the all 6, but all right, cool. I'm actually not surprised. I told you I didn't think it was there, but I'm not surprised that they put it there. I don't even know where to go now. This is all right. So Star Wars. This is a Star Wars arc that people are looking forward to because we're finally getting this Sith in a vision. We're gonna get it between 42 and 45. It's technically one arc. I'm gonna like the arc. I like some of the stuff coming out of the arc. I would have this at 8 though, guys. I mean,
this is 12 for me.
Out of the relevant. Oh no, this is way better than Free Comic Book Day.
No, I just don't have any faith in Charles Soule giving us a Star Wars story. Every time something gets hyped from Charles Soule, it's not good.
But it's usually one thing. It's I
have no faith in it until Charles Soule shows me that there's a good Star Wars story in that run. It's been 41 issues, and of those 41 issues, we might have got one good issue in my mind. That's it.
Well, I mean, the guys they're kind of with me. It's the 7th. Yeah, it's the Sith arc. There's an arc about a Sith that shows up through a crystal to Luke. It's not going to be great. I'm going to tell you that. It's going to be it's better than what they're writing in Star Wars right now, though. I mean, we're getting a bump. Mudbutt. He put Mudbutt.
This is the least excited out of all of them. And until Charles Soule proves, I ain't have anything.
This is the most exciting thing out of Charles Soule in a long time.
But Soule has not won it, and I think
8, 7, 8. I mean, it's in that 7, 8 range.
We'll put 7 for now.
Put 7 for now. It's going to move down. It's going to move down.
It's got to move down.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was surprised that just because of the hype that was coming out. I mean, there's just so much other stuff that's coming out that looks good. Oh my God, there's no way we're putting this. I don't know what the one's going to be now. All right.
What the one is for me.
Not this. I don't know what 2 is either. So we're getting another Jedi Monster Hunter. For those people that forgot, they put Wayseeker told us this was going to be the greatest book ever written.
I did not say that.
You like they gave us a half-assed rabbit.
You said that Nubs was going to make an appearance.
Oh, shots! Dom remembers. There you go.
Dom does not make it. No, I did not forget. This one, this is 10 for me.
This might be 10.
Yeah, 10. Definitely.
This is 10. This is probably 10. Yeah.
This is 10.
I really.
It could be 9, to be honest with you.
When the first series came out,
the first series was so bad. It was the worst comic series.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be good. It was so terrible.
Until we see a good story with Ty York, I have no faith in this one.
7. 10. Here's the thing about it, though. If it wasn't for Planets vs. Zombies, this would be 9.
Hey,
10. Swamp and Bat, 10. 9.
People like Nubs.
Nobody likes Nubs. Stop saying people. Dude, stop saying people. That's not a thing. That's what people, when they fucking want to make some shit up, they go people. Like, that's an actual thing. It's not people.
Nubs Nation.
You like Nubs. 8. They're putting this above it. Because you said that, people are starting to put this above it. Yeah, there's an 8, a 9, a 7, and an 8.
I think this one going in 10.
Yeah, put him in 8. Put it in 8.
No, I think it's going to 9.
9, all right. Put it in 8 for
people, now. Come on, get some chats in there for some 12s. Give me some love. Get some 12s out there.
No, it looks like it's 9. If we don't get anything, if we get anything above a 10, one more vote above a 10, Nubs is moving down. This is going to the 9 spot.
No one's voting.
No, yeah. Instead, they're putting what's this? Nubs is badass.
Oh, TMNT gave it 12.
12. Damn it. All right, put in 10. Put in 10. Oh. Zaggy has to be a big boy and put over the laundry lid. That's garbage. TMNT saved
No, but I thought you said once you get another high thing over 8, you're going to drop it down.
I think you're right. Right.
Well, you gave it a 12.
But I still think there's one worse that might. I still think Nubs has a chance to make it because I think there's one worse than Ty coming up. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. What people?
There it is. Okay, here we go. Edge of Balance is not. Nobody cares about this manga.
But so this is not the real cover. We don't have the real cover that's been released yet. Here's the thing we would say.
I think I was one of 4 people who bought this one right here. One of 4.
Yeah, this one was bad. But the last one we said was one of the best things ever. If they get more of the hatch from the previous one with coming back.
No, we didn't say it's the best thing ever. You said it was the best thing ever.
You actually said it was the best thing from Phase 2. That was your exact quote.
That was the best thing for Phase 2. The worst phase ever. I don't think Zaggy's married. He's like 20.
You said this is what all the mangas should be. That was the other thing you said. So you liked it. I like these novels. I am not more excited about this. This would
this isn't hitting anybody's radar. 11.
This would go 11 for me.
Yeah, Wookiee Fodder already put it at 11. I'm probably putting it at 11 too. I don't think people care. I don't think people care enough to even rank this at 11 or 12. All right, drop it off the list.
All right, it's gone.
All right. Okay, now we got some interesting ones. Because some of these things I don't think people are gonna. All right, let's just do the HRs. So this is Adventures. This is HR Adventures. We have read the first one, and it was fucking amazing.
It was great.
It was everything we wanted. It's got that old Dark Horse feeling, as in the Dark Horse kid feeling, as in AKA Jedi vs. Sith feeling. For those people that don't know, the Darth Bane storyline, that's what this has the feeling of. It seems really fucking good.
And this cover is awesome. I love this cover.
It says, yeah, that's why I put it on the thing, because people are hyped for this cover. So
this I think is in the 2 spot.
I'll be honest with you, I think it's in the 1 spot. Because of two things. It's only going to be 10. And Jose Older during Phase 1 saved the High Republic Adventures was, if we're going to rank a series out of 10, it was an 8. Remember, the main storyline had a problem, was probably a 6.
Yes.
But it was an 8. He started off this series blazing. If this whole series is like number 1, it's a 10. The series is going to be a 10. The only problem that you're going to have is the downside is coming out hot as he did. But like the 2 cover thing where they're using the 2 completely different styles and it's just A and B. We're not selling ratios this time. Amazing.
Yeah.
The art inside, great. 222s. All right.
There's just one that I'm more excited about. I would not be sad if this ended up one. This is
well, we can move it up. We put it 2. That's a good move. I was gonna put it 1, and then we can move it up and down. But we got a bunch of 2s.
This is way more important to me than the regular High Republic run, though.
Watch for those B covers, guys, because they're B covers. I'm not sure you get splits. All right, and because Dark Horse is hard to order some of this shit, like I'm just saying, for these next couple, make sure you're getting on the polls for the B covers. All right,
and we're probably going to have that cover artist come on and interview whenever it gets closer. That is her very first Star Wars cover, and so I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
one.
that's the way to go,
more of those covers. So
get the B covers, man, if you can, man. It's going to be.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be something that's being overlooked. I mean, Dark Horse right now is just hard to order. It's hard to order.
Yep.
All right.
Where are we going next?
Well, I'm going to go to Crash, but I just don't know where to put it.
Oh, this is my one.
I don't think it can be. It's a one shot.
I love Crash. I am so excited for Crash's story.
I think you can.
And we're gonna get the Vigilante. That's the one on the right, the one that like leaves the Jedi and becomes the Punisher of the Star Wars universe. I want more Punisher Star Wars universe character.
This is the only problem with this book. The art in this book is not.
Now, the Punisher of the Star Wars universe is Boba Fett, John Wick.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Crash is good. A lot of the characters are good. The problem with this book is we're going to have a leap over from that adventure storyline that we were following around Savian, the art, and it's going to be a little bit more childish, unfortunately, I feel. I have to put this in
it's hopefully older. I think he's going to bring it for this one.
I don't think he is. I think he's bringing Star Wars Adventures to the main line, and then this is going to be his other portion, just like we saw. This is his phase 2 stuff. So
I don't think so. I think he's done great because he's the one that introduced Crash. He's the one that brought the book.
He did.
In Midnight Horizon, did Crash well. He knows how to write Crash. I think he's going to bring this story.
It is. It's going to be Guardians of the Star Wars. Yeah, he's got it right. Zaggy came back from folding clothes to call it Guardians of the Starlight. Yeah.
That's not wrong, but that's not bad. Wrong. I am all for it.
I have it at 6. I have it in 6. 5. Maybe 5.
We got a 3. It's the only person in chat. We got 1 3.
We got 1 3. I have it at 5. What do you got, Dom? Dom looks disinterested in this. He thinks this book is garbage.
Crash is great.
Actually, you know what? I would put this at
it's a one shot too.
I would actually put it on 5 and move everything down.
All right, we got a 3, a 4, a 2 5s, a 6. You're 1.
So we're like putting this in the 4 spot.
4 spot it is.
All right, we're gonna move everything up for now because why not?
What do you mean?
And just put it in the 4.
Oh, okay. Well, Mace goes. Wait.
Mace goes to 3.
Oh, okay.
Crash is gonna slide in at 4.
All right. I would just move that 7 down to 8. All right.
Doesn't matter.
Well, this could be an 8. Well, I don't think this could be an 8. I mean, it could be. But the hyperspace story is where they're going to do one-shots, like Qui-Gon Jinn. What's the other ones
this
they announced?
This is going to be a trade paperback, so it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4. It's going to be 96 pages.
If anybody could write Qui-Gon Jinn correctly, it would be George Mann.
Maybe. Yeah.
Plus,
you know what?
I think you should put it at a 9 spot. You should put it at the 9 spot.
You know what? I would actually.
This is 10. This is 10.
No, it's not 10. I actually put it on. I'll put that 6 and drop everything down.
Ooh.
I got it at 10.
Drop
we got
everything down.
10 and a 10. We got a 4.
Republic.
4, 10s, and 8. I have it in the 8 spot too.
I think we're just going to slide it into the 8 spot.
We have another 8 there. Yeah, it looks like it might go 8. I can't believe Nubs is going to stay on this fucking.
Nubs might not stay on the board. I think Nubs is going to. Oh, Nubs will drop. Nubs will stay on. Yep, Nubs is going to stay on because we got 1 left.
This is 1 book left.
Whew. Nubs.
No, we're going to revote Nubs though. We're re-rolling.
No,
Nubs.
we are not revoting Nubs.
Star Wars: The High Republic, the main series line. And I'll be honest with you, I think Thrawn's too high. I think the High Republic main series line is great. I would actually re-rack and put High Republic number 3, Adventures number 1. We technically don't have anything in the 1 spot. This could be 1.
This is not 1.
So drop 3, 4, 5.
I would
6,
put
7,
this
8,
at
9.
I would
2?
put this at 3.
Dude, John put it at 1 already.
I put this at 3. What do you put it at, Dom?
I'll put it at 3.
3?
I would move Thrawn off the 2 spot, move Mace to the 2, and move High Republic to the 3.
But the chat spoke. The chat wanted it there. I agree with you. We see
3,
I think it's going to end up in that 3 spot.
It looks like it's going to the 3.
Look how many 3s. Got a lot of 3s.
I mean, do remember this is bringing back this is the line where we're seeing, we're going to have to see the split off where you're seeing Lordy fan favorite come back. You're going to get a big Rose storyline in here. You're going to get the Dangir that got fused, that Nazi fusion thing that they're doing. Right. You're that thing's happening.
But you're also going to get a lot of Sarret and Tarek. Like we see them on the cover. Like Sarret.
Well, that might be dead and deader. So that would be nice if they die.
But they're not dead and deader because he's on the cover of 4 as a.
Well, that could be a spoiler cover where he dies in that.
And we're getting Skier back.
Wait, is there both?
We're getting Skier back, and I don't.
Well, we're doing flashbacks of Skier.
And we're going to get a lot of Avar in this one because Avar has always been Kevin.
You're just trying to talk that down so that we can put it in the 3 slot, aren't you?
And we're going to get Avar in this one. You know it. Kevin loves Avar. We're going to get a lot of Avar in this one too. No, it's a 3 spot.
All right.
You know that's my girl, Ava Chris. You know that?
No, I do not want.
Okay. So we're putting it in the 3 spot, it looks like.
I think it's gonna be good. I'm not surprised by this because I do think people are really excited about Thrawn. Like I know we aren't because we've read the books.
Yeah.
But
I am, but I mean I still am. I still go pick it all up, but I like Skier.
I get it.
I agree with this. Hey, chat, should we just make this a list of 9 just to kick Nubs out? Put W in the chat to kick Nubs out.
I'm in control of this.
Put W in the chat to kick out. I'm gonna mute Wayseeker real quickly. Mute Wayseeker real quickly. All right, W in the chat to kick Nubs off. L in the chat to keep Nubs in. That's what we're gonna do. Darth Nubs will be the leader of the Dangir. He might be. Sticks. There you go.
We're keeping him on. Keeping him on.
W's. They want kicked off.
We're keeping him on. We're not doing it.
He didn't follow the rules, so it doesn't count. W. We get wins. W. Oh, John's keeping him on. Astro's keeping him on.
Nubs is staying. We're good.
Nubs sucks.
I actually think this list is pretty good. I actually am proud of the chat for the most part. Nubs should be higher than
Nubs should be
higher than Qui-Gon. Nubs should be higher than Jango, and Nubs should be higher than Visions.
I'm telling you.
Other than that, I'm pretty happy.
No, the only thing that should be moved here.
The 2 sleeper hits, the Jango and the Visions are going to be sleeper hits. They're going to be really good.
I think Jango should move up 2 spots.
Yep.
I think May should be the 2 spot. High Republic should probably then stay in the 3. Thrawn should move down to the 5 spot. Then you move Jango up underneath that. So it goes 1, 2, 3 would be Adventures. Then it'd be Mace. Then it'd be High Republic. Number 4 would then be Jango. Number 5 would be Visions. Number 6 would be Thrawn. Number 7 would be, what am I missing? Crash. Number 8 will be the whatever story. Number 9 will be Who Gives a Shit after that.
Crash is going to be my one. I think that one's going to be the sleeper. People are going to be like, wow, this was great.
What?
So. Crash is going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be as great as you say it are. You're going to say it doesn't. This is the problem, Wayseeker. You're not going to give it on a pitch now because you're already sold. You're already sold on this. So it's gonna.
I love Crash. One of my.
No, I'm just saying, but you can't be like the difference between me and you is at least I can be unbiased. You're gonna sell on it.
My love.
You're already sold on it.
Yeah, and yeah, I know. I'm so excited for that one. So
yeah, no, you're. Just, I mean, you just look at how you're selling Nubs. I mean, it's a sell already. So we can't take his opinion on the Crash story.
But I'll give you an honest opinion. I don't have an opinion. That's how it works on the show. Everybody gets an opinion, even Dom.
I'm still waiting for the gardener to show up. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. But even Dom gets an opinion in the show. That's how it works.
No, I think it's a bit, but either way. All right.
Christmas, Nubs just beheaded. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. What does Luke say? What's up, Luke? Nubs, let's turn this. There you go. He's gonna become Luke Plagueis or Darth Plagueis. All right, here we go. For the people that weren't here last week or that didn't catch it live, we've started to play this little game afterwards. It started because we were bored at a con while I was catching COVID, apparently, or Kofi as we're supposed to pronounce it.
I think you actually had COVID before the con because you were sick before, but hey, whatever.
Yep.
You just
I had the flu before that too.
You want to just blame it.
There's a guy who blew his hand into his nose and kept digging. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're just we rank these things. So you can only pick 5. You have to rank them 1 through 5. Prequel era Jedi Council members.
This is
Fisto,
a hard list because there's
Todd,
pick 5.
Kuhn. Yeah, I should have cut this in half. Depot, Kuth, Yeddle. Remember, Andy's the blue one. Train. I don't think anybody's gonna pick that. Kenobi. Nobody's gonna pick Kai Aiden either. Mace and Yoda. You have to pick 5, and you have to pick 5 in a list. So we'll start off with number 5 from this list. Oh shit, that's a hard list to do 5, huh? Well, Mace, Yoda, Obi all have to be in the top 3. So
that's right. My 5, my 5th is Depa.
I don't like Depa. I know people do because she had her titties were bouncing, but
yes, nice boobies.
I would say maybe for 5, everybody. We're doing 5. I would probably go. Oh, okay. That's what. Okay, people are ranking their costumes now. I would probably go Fisto. You know what, Kuhn. Just because, honestly, Kuhn, because I think I liked his Clone Wars arc. Mundi. All right, so this is you can do it like this. So John did it right. He's got Obi as 1, Yoda as 2, Kit as Kit's high in that. Mace,
that's too high for.
He's got Kit above Mace.
That's wrong.
And then he
did it right, and he just put Kit above Mace. No,
well, he did. He at least put 5 in a row, so we understand how he did it. He did it right.
and I
5 is full.
Yeah, no 5. Yeah, I like Depa. Depa's 5. Again, there's not good 5 here. Like 5 is like you're kicking a bad options. You're picking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going. The only reason is that Fisto get his head removed can be on nobody's fucking list, right? You can't have Kit Fisto on here. Nobody. No,
you can't.
He was all right, except for they got his head removed. He was better in Clone Wars the cartoon, but like getting your head removed.
You can't put Traber in there because nobody cares about Coleman Traber. Like
he was actually good in the first Clone Wars arc.
Oh no, he's stupid. He's background character.
Eth Koth, you can't put in there either.
The only reason anybody puts Ada in there is because blue titties, right?
Right, that's it.
Okay,
and I don't even like Shakti, but you could put an argument for Shakti at 5, I guess. But because another.
All right, what did Luke give us?
Luke gave it to us.
Obi Yoda, Mace. Well, get out of here with nubs. Yoda.
Dude.
All right, this is Yoda. Astro got Yoda, Mace, Obi. Okay, Mundi, really?
Shakti.
Oof.
Mundi. Wow,
it's
hard. I mean, tough. I get it. There's the top 3 is
Yoda.
Yeah, whatever.
Yoda. Well, the top 3 is gonna get interesting. We're gonna do the top 3 first, but all right. Yoda, Mace. Oh my God, Sticks. No. Depaposa.
Wow.
So I think you have. Okay, here it is. 5-5. Here goes 5-1. Ready? Kuhn, Yeddle. Right? Yeddle, number 4.
Yeddle doesn't make my 5.
Yeddle's got to make it. Yeddle. No. The history of Yeddle's.
Plo Koon makes my 4.
5 Yeddle. 5 Kuhn, Yeddle. Ooh,
Yeddle was not good except for in a single short which tried to redeem Yaddle. But other than that,
Yeddle storylines in the comics
that made it. That redeemed her. That made her.
But
okay, those 2. Wait, I'm there. Then my 3 would have to be Mace,
3 is Yoda. 3 is Yoda for me.
Mace, Yoda. No, the flippy flip. Mace, Yoda, and then Kenobi. So Kenobi, Mace, Yoda, Yeddle.
So you're saying Yoda's 3?
No, Mace is 3.
You said Obi.
Oh, sorry. Obi, Yoda, Mace, Yeddle, Kuhn. That's me.
Yeah, Yoda's 3, Mace is 2, Obi is 1.
Go with it again? No, you gotta give us your 5.
Mine? Obi's 1, Mace is 2, Yoda's 3, Plo Koon is 4, and Depa's 5.
All right. All right, Dom, you got anything on this?
Where's your 1?
Well, I'm going to start off with the 5 up.
Yeah, go ahead.
5 up. So, Yaddle is number 5.
Okay.
Plo Koon is number 4.
Okay.
Number 3 is Yoda.
I'm surprised Yoda's getting
Number 2
hate.
is Mace, and number 1 is Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I'm surprised Yoda's in that 3 spot. What we got here from Ruben, Yoda, Mace, Kenobi. Whoa. Coon and Kit. What the fuck?
Coon Kit.
Yoda, Mace, Kenobi, Coon and Kit. My head's hurting. Okay.
Me and Wookiee Fanatic are so close. Like we just
Where's
switched,
Wookiees?
we just switched to one
Mace,
of the two.
Obi, Yoda, Poe, Depa. Okay, yeah. I like Yoda a little better, so I put Yoda in there. Yeah, I agree with Astro. That's the only reason people are putting Depa in there. Because before that, nobody gave a shit about
I'm
Depa.
just saying the options for number 5 are bad. So yes, I like Depa because of Kanan.
Well, I mean, Yellow, I think is good.
She also has some good comic.
Here's the opposite side of this one, guys. Here we go with the opposite side of this one. Prequel era Sith or dark side characters. I had to edit some of this out. Once again, shout out to Thad, because they put these lists together for us. Actually did the legwork for it. We just did the graphics on it. So you got Palps. Now remember, this is pre-air Palps. This isn't giggly Emperor Palps. This is pre-air Palps. Maul, Oppress, Dooku, Ventress, and because he did convert, you get Skywalker.
That's
not having the high grounds.
That's a cheap one. Anybody pick Skywalker, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I got my 3.
You got your 3.
My 3 and 3 sucks. Like I don't have a good 3, but I have.
I got a good 3, man. There's a good 3 here. The question is between the two. All right, John's going first. John's. Oh no, John! No,
John!
No! Anakin, Dooku, and Maul.
Oh man.
No, Astro. No.
I'm with you, TMT, on 2 of them. Ventress is my 1. I agree with you.
Oh,
Ventress is my 1.
No, he hit it. He hit the trifecta. Ventress. Maybe not in this order, but
I don't think Dooku.
Ventress, Dooku, and Maul. Dooku doesn't make it.
I don't know. Dooku. I have a love-hate relationship with Dooku. He's really annoying in some things.
Joe might yeah. Maul, Ventress, Dooku. I think.
I think I like Savage better than Dooku. So I think I go
no way. No way.
Oprah's 3. But people putting Anakin and Palpatine.
Maul, Oppress, Ventress.
That's
See, I was debating Oppress too, but I think if you put Maul in there, you can't put Oppress. Wrong answer. This is just wrong. This is
why is he allowed on the channel? Like I don't get
Anakin, Dooku.
Why is he allowed on this channel?
I don't, for Doctor Who news apparently, because this is wrong. The answer here is wrong. This is incorrect, sir. You are wrong. Good day. What?
He's also the one I think he left. Did he leave out Yoda earlier?
Yeah, I think
Obi-Wan. He left off Obi-Wan. He left off Obi-Wan on his list. You can't leave off Obi-Wan. You can't.
Oh, there's no shot.
There's can't. Shot. Like I love Sticks. Like,
I love Sticks too, but Sticks. But you can't do that.
Star Wars. I have.
Six is losing his mind. He's getting older. So
yeah, that's kicking in. All right, here we go. Wookiee Fanatic. This is probably going to be close to Wayseeker because they do like a lot of the same things. Wookiee Fanatic. Ventress number 1, Maul number 2, Dooku number 3. I'm not saying he's wrong because I'm just not saying he's wrong. Palps, Dooku, Ventress, Maul. Hey! Oh, he's ranking all of them in order? No. Wrong answer. Astro Wizard, Palps. We probably could have ranked all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do that afterwards too. We could put all 6 in order. It's not too many. Maul and Luke. Anakin's not the right answer. No.
This is what's the 6th spot? Is Anakin the 6th spot or Palpatine the 6th spot? Like
Palps in this one's the 6th spot.
It's pretty hard.
You're right. Oh no, wait. Did we not start off today with you defending the great acting ability of Hayden Christensen?
He's not a dark side character until the very end, and then he sucks as a dark side character in the prequel.
Well, no, he's actually in the tube at the end of the back of tank with just underoos on. So technically,
I think Anakin is the worst of the dark side characters in the prequel area.
Give us your 3 for Dom. Give us your 3, and then we'll go to rank them all.
Yes, I'll give you my 3 right now. Darth Maul, Anakin, and Palpatine. Darth
Palpatine is in your
Maul,
top
and the
3.
reason why Darth Maul is number 1 because
Did you say Anakin?
Yeah, I said Anakin number 2.
Maul, Anakin, Palpatine.
Yeah, listen,
Dude, you just went below sticks in the order of the channel of people that know Star Wars.
I say Maul because Maul got his character up
revived because it's so popular. Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. And when he's in the desert, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I don't mind you, but your 2 and your 3 are just.
He does kill Hey, one thing John brought up that might get him above Palps is Anakin didn't murk a lot of kids.
He did.
He murked a lot of kids.
He's not wrong. That might be true. But we're talking about 5 and 6. We're arguing about 5 and 6. That's what we are.
All right. So what do you got, Wayseeker, for 3?
My 3 is Opress. My 3 is Opress.
Oh,
2 is Maul, and 1 is Ventress. And then and then 4 would be Dooku. There's only 4 good answers on this thing, and the other 2 are just.
So it's Dooku at 3, and then it's toss up between Maul and Ventress.
Ventress
and I would have
Ventress just has more story, like in this area. Like Maul comes back after the.
I'd have to give it Ventress, Maul, Dooku. You're right. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. So worst character of this list, we can all agree. No, we can't. Is it Anakin or Skywalker? Is it Anakin or is it Anakin or Palpatine?
I'm gonna go. I think John convinced me Palpatine is worse.
I would too, because actually how they portrayed Palpatine was stupid. It was like when you think about like if you think of the history of how like Cad Bane's storyline, if you think of the Plagueis storyline, like any of the Grand Masters, I know that's not what they're called, but the Grand Sith, right? Like Palps is really like the suck ass one, right?
Yes.
But he was able to friggin' cloak himself, and not even the great Yoda or friggin' Mace could detect him. That he was the
Mace kind of didn't know who he was there. He just got talked down to.
I know, but I'm just saying. But he Palpatine kind of.
And he also, like in the Clone Wars, he kind of lost over and over again. Like he wanted.
No, Palps in the original 3 trilogy. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Get the fuck out of here.
Clone Wars, he also.
In Clone Wars.
He kind of sucked.
Yeah, he did. Even like when he was torturing Maul, it was really like Dooku was doing it and kind of whatever. And that's another thing too. He kind of had Maul there, but then Maul just was like, "Fuck you, I don't like you," and he never really killed him off, really. And then you had, Dooku had taken Ventress, who was way better. Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, Wizard's putting a good point here. Press might be moving his way down the ticker.
Not below 4. Like you could.
Who was he besides a carbon copy steroided version of Maul? He's the character. When you used to play like RPGs with friends or whatever, and there's always the one guy who's terrible and all he can do is smash buttons, so he picks the barbarian. That is kind of oppressed, right? Like he doesn't have to do anything. Like if you're playing like one of those, I don't know, but like he's really like the low end dude. You're not taking like if you're playing Final Fantasy, you're not taking like the thief and the mage and the red wizard and the white wizard. If you're not good at it, you're just taking the barbarian and trying to smack people, right?
I mean, this Opress was just them saying we were wrong to kill off Maul. Like, so we got to bring him back. So we brought him back with Opress.
So I'm moving him lower now. Now that I think about it, I might move him lower than Anakin because Anakin murked a lot of kids.
Anakin was so whiny. He went back and then he just got destroyed by Obi-Wan, and then what he did to Padme, all that stuff. No.
Oh, they're turning on you, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. They can turn on me all they want. Anakin is definitely in the 5 spot. There's no doubt.
Listen, Nubs is not getting that spot, so stop.
Yeah, you're right. If he was an old dude, an old jolly dude, Dooku probably would have gone up. All right. I think the correct answer is
Ventress is 1. That's the correct answer.
Correct answer is Ventress 1. Ventress Maul. Yes. Dooku. Ventress Maul, Dooku. Ventress Maul, Dooku. Oh shit. Ventress Maul, Dooku. Oh fuck, I can't believe I'm doing this. Ventress Maul, Dooku, Skywalker, Oppress, Palps is the right answer. Yeah.
No, what about more?
Rank the bottom on the
the-
next list and tell me which is the worst on the
what?
previous list. The previous list. Who's the worst?
Try to rank this. Who's the
Who's
worst?
the absolute worst? Between
Tobar.
Traber and Addy
Moody, Tubar,
and
Moody, Tubar. Cough sucks.
and
Cough
Cough.
sucks.
Cough.
Cough sucks. They're the bottom three, right?
I feel bad.
What?
Shaq
There's
T
four.
got killed
There's
me
four
3 times.
fighting for the bottom three to me. Mundi, Traber, Addy, and Cough are all
Well, listen-
fighting.
Oh yeah, Addy's worthless as tits on a bowl.
Well,
Blue
Shaq
tits
T
on a
got
bowl.
killed
Still.
3 times, 3 different.
Shock T sucks also.
I know.
Deppa's garbage.
I still think the worst is. Oh man, I don't know who the worst is. I think Addy's the worst. I think Addy has nothing interesting about that character at all. But yeah, you could make an argument, and for any of them,
You're right. Addy doesn't.
Yeah.
Torber sucks though too.
He does. Yeah, does. No, I agree.
He sucks. Those two are probably at the bottom of the pile. You could kind of you could bullshit your way out of fucking putting Mundi like right above the bottom of the pile. You could probably Deepa. You could go like Kanan. Okay, fucking bullshit. Eat Koth. You could probably just go like, I don't know. He's irrelevant, but he's not like mad enough for you to get really mad at him. And he had some comic book like shit.
We didn't even put Oppo on here, but Oppo should have been on here too.
Oppo are ranked high, dude. I like
Oppo would have been higher than a lot of these people.
A lot of those people, yeah. Yeah, I like Oppo. So I guess bottom three have to go in order. Trabar, Addy, Deepa.
I don't think Deepa belongs on the bottom three.
Kuth,
But
Mundo.
I would go. My worst is Addy. My second worst is Traber. My third worst is Cough.
Addy might be the worst. You're right. Addy, Traber. You talk me to Addy, Traber. Oh man,
it's so bad.
Well, because Mundi,
Shaq T is bad. Kit
Fistu's
Fistu's not that good. I don't know.
Deepa sucks.
Fistu had some good stuff. Good arcs in the Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah, Koth is last too. Man, there's some just terrible. Jesus.
Gary Coleman was bad.
Dude, all right. Okay. Let's pick. Okay, we're gonna pick teams. Did you want to talk about soccer teams? But it's gonna be round robin style. Okay, we gotta pick round robin style, worst to best. So you can't pick a good one. If you do, you get bounced from it. All right. So if I got first overall pick, which is probably pretty easy, first overall pick has got to be. I mean, at least she's got blue tits, so I'm gonna go Trabar. All right, I'm taking Trabar first overall as worst pick. Who do you got, Dom?
Worst pick. I am gonna go with.
You can't take Trabar because he's off the list.
Heath Koth.
Ooh, that qualifies.
I'm going Addy.
Okay, you go Audie, then it comes back to you again.
Comes back to me.
Yeah.
After that, I'm going. Oh man, this sucks. I'm going Shock T. I guess.
Shock T. Wow, over Moody. All right, Dom, what do you got?
I'm going Kid Mundi.
Mundi, yeah. See, now it's where it gets. So that's. I mean, that kind of is that whole bottom list. I guess I got to go Deepa, and then I swing back around.
Yep. Then you swing
back
around.
Jesus, Tamar and Dupe.
You got to take Fisto next, right?
This sucks.
You got to take Fisto next.
Yeah, I got to take Fisto. Because Shock T's gone. So I got to take Fisto. So I got Fisto, Trabar, and fucking. Wait, Fisto, Trabar, and who else do I have?
And
Deppa, yeah. Okay. Fuck, that sucks. Dom, who do you got left? You got see, Dom's not gonna be a bad team. Dom's got all right, Scott.
You know what? I'll get the Pakun.
All right. That's not bad. And then Wayseeker, then it's the top three.
Then I gotta go. No, then it's Yaddle. Yaddle's would be
Yaddle. Okay.
I got the all I got the all-woman team. So, you know.
Who do you got? What do you have at your team?
I got Addie, and then I got Shakti, and then I got Yaddle.
Yours isn't that bad. You saved
bad.
it. You saved it with a Shakti pick. You should have taken somebody else instead of that.
No, I think Shakti's.
Oh, I have by far the worst squad.
You do.
My squad is trash. My squad is straight trash.
Just like your first year of soccer coaching.
Oh my god, no, we're champs, bro. We keep bringing it home every week. Yeddle is not the worst, by the way. You guys are too hard on Yeddle.
Oh, man.
All right, we had a couple more lists, but I didn't have time to put them together this week because all the stuff we did
next week.
We're gonna. Hey guys, I'm gonna spoil alert. We're probably not doing live Christmas Eve this year. I know we've done it in years in past, but I think we're gonna put out a tape product for you guys.
Next 2 weeks will probably be taped.
Yeah, at least one of the two will for sure. We'll put out a tape product. Maybe we'll do Christmas Eve early. Maybe we'll do or New Year's Eve. If we get it, maybe we'll put up a poll if you guys want us to do a little early on Eve. Maybe.
You wanna say that the chat says we're doing a tape to put their in the comments below if they want to do with their favorite books.
Oh no, just put if you put your either favorite. I know we've done the favorite toy in the past or whatever, but put whatever your favorite book is, favorite toy or
one
whatever.
Book,
maybe we'll
favorite
talk about
book that you want that you would want
for Christmas.
The Santa Smith freaking Sith Smith to bring you.
Okay.
Next week I'll show the other side of this, but I got as a Christmas present, a present from Astro.
There you go.
And so you'll see it on the Christmas show on what is on the other side.
Yeah. Feel free to tell us what your guys' best, like if you do the comments below this video, tell us what your best Star Wars Christmas present ever was. We like them. We'll highlight them. I'll do that for you guys. Do whatever your
wish list on what we want.
Yeah. Well, we'll do New Year's wish list too. But yeah, go ahead. Name one thing you hope you're going to get for Christmas too. That's fine. And we'll do a couple of these. We'll do a couple of these list things. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to go over some of our stuff over here. It's going to be a little different. We'll cover comics, of course.
Next week, I'm going to have a fun market report that's about Christmas stuff. That won't be comics.
Oh, yeah, it'll be fun.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah, we're going to go a little bit off the board with it. So we'll have a fun one next week. Note to self, pumpkin pie and peace on. Oh, I want some limited pizza bagels and peace on earth. That's a good one. Eggnog.
Yeah. No, Astro.
Do you like eggnog? Oh, eggnog no bueno.
I can't wait to show it
listen, I like coquito.
Dude,
Marco wanted it to be for next week for the Christmas show, so we.
I think. I think it's a good idea for because it's going to tie into some of the stuff we're going to do over the Christmas show. We're going to do a little bit different of a thing for the Christmas show. We'll do that. But let us know what the best Star Wars Christmas gift you ever got, and the one that you're hoping to get for. That's fine for Christmas. Let's do those two things, and we will highlight your stuff there for that. All right. We'll see you guys all. Make sure you guys are all checking out all the great content on here. We've got great live shows such as SNS, which did something last week or the other night, which is pretty funny. And then you have the Old Man Show there on Friday, pushing out great content. Make sure you check out all the tape stuff we have. We will have entertaining stuff throughout the holiday season for you guys. We know sometimes it gets boring. And Dom, so this is when you go on the shitter and you watch our shows to get away from the kids. You don't run away. You run to the shitter for 10 minutes. Watch us on it.
If Dom should never be glad Dom's not a father. He's like, oh, get God.
Because you're young.
God.
Because people get women pregnant and they run away because they don't want to.
So do old people. So do old people.
I have never heard anybody said.
Did the gets a
run away? Like, what was that?
21.
Bro. She ain't that young. Bro. Did some like 80-year-old woman just have a kid, 78-year-old woman? Yeah. And where's her husband? Because I think it was not with a husband. So you should tell her, huh? No. Did some old broad just have a kid?
I don't know what you're talking about. That was, Florida news. Had to happen in Florida.
It was not. I don't think it was. I think it was a different country.
All into the Florida news.
I do love the Florida man. All right. Anyways, but Dom, knock it off. Either way, make sure you watch all our content, even if it is on the crapper. Spend 10 minutes from getting away from the family. All right. And yes, if you drink too much eggnog, you will be on the crapper. Yeah. Either way, have a good one. I got to figure out how to get out of here. Thanks again for everybody.
And Feliz Navidad.
I think everybody has shows next week too. We haven't heard of any shows.
Nation should have been number one.
What should have been?
Nubs Nation should have been number one.
No. What are you talking about?
Yo,
We're trying to get you to close the show.
I know. I was about to close it with you saying it again, though. Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all later. Have a happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bye.